Hey, hey.
Looks like it is live time.
All right.
I'm going to let you guys ask all the questions today.
Well, maybe we want to ask all the questions to you. I mean,
great.
You know,
Depends how much
presenting out there. Maybe it's our turn to ask you the questions.
Listen, depends on how many ounces I have is what kind of answer you're going to get usually.
Ain't that with all of us?
Yeah.
So, all right, Lucas, what are you drinking tonight? I see you already killed one of our bottles, so let's. What's next?
Yeah, the Crittenden is gone. The next closest is going to be the Silver Springs.
Oh, I like that Silver Springs.
I do have a backup, so I've been sharing.
Look, you got into both of them.
Yeah, I had one at the booth. So we're down here in Oklahoma City this week for a show. Lots of bourbon enjoyers down here, so been sharing these around. And A.W. Kelly may want to reach out because I've sold a lot in Silver Springs for him this week. But we got a local store pick from George's / Modern Liquors. Got my Southern Star.
What? Gillette, are you outside, Gillette?
Yeah, I'm outside.
Can you hear it? Cicadas.
I've got background noise turned down.
Well, maybe unless it's somebody else.
No, I think that's Ben and his nature.
His wilderness lodge.
Yeah.
Look at that. Chris Blankenship in the house. What's up, Chris Blankenship?
Hey, guys.
So we decided to pull together something here last minute. We got some topics to talk about, so it's going to get entertaining to say the least. But we wanted to get on and just talk some bourbon today. Glad you joined us, Chris.
Thanks. Yeah.
So did you hear some of the? Oh,
then he ran away.
Just as quick as he came, he left.
Bye.
Bye. So let's start out by Harold. You're talking about what we were pouring. Looked like. We're doing some Silver Springs from Lucas, and then your audio cut out, Lucas. What else were you going to say about those? You've been picking them up all over the place, huh?
Oh, yeah. I've been stepping these deep and then sharing them with everybody I can. They're just too good. And the value on them is ridiculous. But I got an MB Rolling single barrel, some Southern Stars from Augusta weeded store picks from down here in OKC. So we're having a smorgasbord ride.
Heck yeah. So you're always traveling. Anything out there that you're looking for in particular outside of Silver Spring?
Mainly the local guys. Gotten over I moved to Kentucky, live on Bourbon Trail now, and kind of gotten over the big guys. I picked up a Hochatown single barrel. That was discussed in some of our groups back in Kentucky, so I'll bring that one back so everybody can try it. But they're down here in Oklahoma. There's some really good distilleries down here in Oklahoma. Scissor Tail's down here. They have Gunslinger or Leadslinger 10 years, really good. But I'm just looking for the small guys doing their own thing. So.
Your mic's a little bit quiet. I don't know if that's for everybody. Is everybody kind of having trouble here? Okay, you might want to make some adjustments.
I can't hear him very well.
It's real muted. Harold, what you into tonight?
Yeah, I started out my first pour tonight so far is our pick. I had the cut above. Start out there and we'll go. Then I'll start going from that direction from there. But that's a nice warm-up pour.
Me too. That's what I'm having.
That one right there. Is that the one?
Yes, sir.
That's the one. Take a look at that. You know where to get it. You know where to see it. Go get yourself one because it is great. I'm going to switch over to that. But before I say what I'm drinking, we'll go to Andy Joe. You're drinking Crittendens as well?
The same thing, but here's the thing is like, I don't remember having this much of it. I was like, why is my bottle so empty? I don't remember. Oh, I went to that bottle share. I took it to Z-Bar's bottle share, and I remember now that I was sharing that. I was like, I know that I haven't drank this much. Or maybe I have, and that's why I can't remember. I'm not sure.
Or maybe you should.
So it's like double or nothing.
I see some of the people in the chat are also enjoying this Crittenden's 8-year weeder as well. Hey, Chris, you were on that pick with us.
Oh yeah.
What are your thoughts on that guy as you got it? Anything change?
It's really good. I remember being down there and us highly enjoying most everything we tasted, and then we found that one that was up in the rafters, and I mean he was crawling all over the place trying to find us stuff, and I think Ashley worked her voodoo magic and was able to be like, hey, we should definitely try this one, and sure enough, it worked.
Not a good one.
Oh yeah,
that one stood out. Once we got to that one, you kind of ignored those other ones. So it was like, without a doubt, this is the one to go with.
Yeah, there was some like funky adventure ones that are kind of like, do you want something different and kind of weird, or do you just want something that's phenomenally amazing? And that's thankfully what we want. Sorry if I appear to keep getting shorter. The chair I'm sitting in occasionally just decides to go down.
It's got one of those trick pneumatics in it.
Yeah, basically. I was sitting there going, my head's going to go out of shot here before too awful long.
I'm surprised you're not sitting in some kind of like Only Dram's throne or something.
No, just my garage, man. This is kind of my whiskey space, so I'm
used to seeing the Subaru in the background though.
It's outside. I was helping with a barrel pick, and so I needed space for boxes. So my cars are outside.
So Blankenship, we've got the Fort Wayne Bourbon Festival coming up here pretty soon, and I know SLB is going to be there. Are they bringing you up with them?
I wish I could. I've already got a training for my 9-to-5 job that weekend. It was kind of up in the air about what I needed to do, and so I was like, well, they've changed a bunch of stuff this year, and so I need to attend it, and I wish I could make it, but it's just it would be rough.
We joke around that Fort Wayne is the. Oh, go ahead, Lucas. Sorry.
The work always gets in the way of the fun stuff.
Oh,
listen,
not for you.
My wife told me the other day. She said I need to make more money so she can work less to stay home so that I can go have more fun. And I love her logic. And I'm just like, it's funny that she thinks as a public educator, I can just be like, yes, more money, please.
That doesn't happen.
Right.
No, I get those really sweet $100 a year raises like for the entire year, $100. So,
yeah,
good cost of living increases.
Yeah, Lucas, you said work gets in the way. I think work positions you to go out and find whiskey because it seems like you're out hunting every day.
No, Lucas has the dream job in my world. I'm like, what? You get to shoot stuff and drink whiskey at the same time?
Well, I can only drive for 2 hours at a time now, so I have to stop more often. And strolls down the Bourbon Isle are perfect to relieve the pain in my back.
It's a terrible
thing. An
thing.
expensive rest stop.
I've gotten a lot better at leaving the liquor store with no bottles, but every once in a while, I'll definitely bring home more than I left with. Unless my wife's watching, then I never do that.
I've stopped telling myself as I go in that I'm not going to buy one because then I end up cheating myself or disappointing myself and get back in my car, just put my head down and feel sad that I could not stick to it.
I never really have like a specific bottle I'm looking for, something that'll just speak to me. But like Western Kentucky on the way out here, I got a little store pick of Buffalo Trace, and then passed on the CYPB and the single barrel. They weren't outrageously priced, but they were still high. But I'm getting it under control.
Under control is hilarious.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Like until when? Like when does it start to not be under control, or when is this the new under control?
Well, until the next time I see a case of Silver Springs on the shelf, and I gotta buy the whole case.
Well, that's an affordable oopsie though, so that's not bad.
I cleaned out Murfreesboro last week.
That's the problem. It gets bad when you make up the difference for a cheaper bottle by buying more bottles.
Right.
Because on the bank statement, it all looks the same.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I am drinking tonight, so you guys all know something very interesting. And Andy Joe, I can't wait to share this with you. So I don't know if any of you have ever saw Outside the Staves. It's Big Rick's show. He's
Big
on some
Rick?
of our stuff sometimes. Gotta love Big Rick.
Where's he at tonight?
I texted him, but that guy doesn't know how to use his phone. So I don't know. I don't know how to help him. But but I'll tell you, we were sitting at his place one time and we were talking. I was talking smack about the Fees Brothers duck wash and brown sugar wash. Have you seen these?
Oh yeah, I think SLB did a thing on those.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. And so I go ahead and I'm like, what are you even going to put this in that it's enjoyable? Like, so we decided to come up with a drink idea, and Jason took the lead. He's part of their club, which is the Charred Oak Society. And what he did, he went and put together, he took the Tipsy's Handy Spot roasted rye whiskey or rye, and he put that in there. It tastes like coffee. Then he put in some of those bitters, and then he put in maple syrup. This thing tastes like a McGriddle.
Should.
I'm going to tell you what. And it's got, hey, would that classify as an old fashioned, Andy Joe?
Say it again.
I'm
What is
gonna
it
go
again?
with
Bitters
no on
and
that.
maple syrup.
Bitters, maple syrup is your sugar, and then if you have whiskey, then you're good.
Yeah, and then you got
Only
your
3
bitters.
ingredients. Yeah, so
It's good, right?
I would say yes.
McGriddle, baby. McGriddle.
I think I'm gonna go. I have a little bit of a disposable cash right now, and I have been trying to decide between a tattoo or Botox or bourbon, and you almost have me like convinced that maybe I should go get the roasted and toasted with some of that before I choose any of the other more permanent options.
Before it's gone. What were you going to say, Chris?
I was saying, which fat wash did you use? Did you say? Which one of those?
He keeps freezing up. I don't know if you know. Gillette, you keep freezing.
Thought he said it was the duck.
The duck.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember because I knew there was like 3 or 4 different ones, I think.
I know if you go to Old Dominic, that their bar, they've got a duck fat, and they have a peanut butter, and they are absolutely amazing.
Interesting.
So if you ever get a chance to go to Old Dominic and go to their bar, is really, really fun. It's absolutely gorgeous, right in the middle of the distillery there.
I know my wife's been doing the Backroads Distilling, their blackberry whiskey with the bluegrass bitters, the black walnut, and it tastes like PB&J in a cup.
Oh, I bet.
That one's really
I
good.
haven't had theirs. I like Starlight's blackberry. It's really good.
I do a lunchbox. We call it at Door 13. It's equal parts blackberry whiskey and Screwball, or a peanut butter anything, and then lemon, like in half ounce to 70.75 lemon, just to brighten it up because it gets really like rich with those two. So it's like 3 ounces of liquor, 0.75 lemon, and then we shake it, dump it with dirty ice, and then just top it a little bit with just Sprite or club soda just to open it up. And it's one of my hottest sellers. It tastes like a peanut butter jelly. It's so good.
I like the Backroads because it's still whiskey colored instead of being a purple. The Starlight's amazing. The Backroads is more like a whiskey that tastes like blackberry, but they're all amazing. Like Starlight's killing it.
I've heard their peach one's really good. I'm not a peach fan, so I try to stay away from it. So not my jam. But I've heard their peach is really good too.
And when we were up there last time we saw you, Andy Joe, we went by there and did the tour and got to talk to everybody down there, and they're going to have some amazing stuff. Like their young bourbon is pretty good for being 18, 19 months old. And in 2, 3, 4 years, it's going to be knocking some socks off.
That's good to know. I haven't been back there in about a year and a half. I actually was in a cocktail contest there 2 summers ago, and they weren't they didn't have any whiskey at all. They were aging all of it. You got to go in, but so we only had all the clear spirits, all the rum, all the other stuff. That their master distiller came from a distillery in Fort Wayne that shut down, and he transferred Three Rivers Distillery that doesn't operate anymore, and now he's over at Backroads. And I've heard their cocktail program is really good too. That's kind of what drew them to me first, and then drew me to them. They didn't come to me. I went to them. And then, but I've heard, and I took the tour with all their whiskey stuff, but you couldn't taste anything because they just were really committed to it all being grown and, barreled on site. So, aged on site, which is pretty cool.
And they're not even calling their stuff bourbon yet. They could, but they're waiting until at least 2 years before they released a bourbon. So everything was whiskey.
Yeah. But, well, we didn't even have whiskey.
Yeah.
It was so early because that was almost, so it would have been not this past June, so like 18 months ago. So they weren't tasting anything because they would have just put it in the barrels then, if it's 19 months old now.
Yeah.
So I think McDonald's censored me or something.
But
as soon as I
that's
said
a cool one to go
McDonald's,
see. They're a full winery, and then
they're always
I'm
listening.
interested to see what they do with some like wine barrel finishes because they already have the barrels. So
I heard that was a potential spot for the Bourbon Fest. However, the way that their liquor permitting, because that would have been awesome. That's a great location. But the way the liquor permitting is, because you have to keep the wine and the liquor separate, that it would have been too small and complicated to do it, and the risk was too high. But we'll see what happens.
They had something where they have to like there was something they were telling us they had to make everything on site. So like they have to make their
because they have a craft license.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
because the winery is on the same property, it's like a whole thing.
Well, not to mention Indiana has so many rules and laws that trying to navigate that is difficult. You got to have lawyers on staff for that.
He's been muted.
No,
we can hear him.
I can't hear him.
You just personally muted him.
Yeah.
You're like,
I'm
not of you.
Hey, when you figure out how you did that, let me know.
Selective hearing. That's
a skill right
He'll
there.
just keep calling. He'll just keep calling.
I know, right?
I'm persistent.
You finally
That's when you call Ben, he never answers a text.
No, he goes, this is Ben, like it's not on his freaking phone. Like I know, I called you. I know exactly who's going to answer.
I had to call tech support for at a local community college for a student, and the guy answered, and I could have sworn it was his voicemail, and like he did it twice, and I said, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were a human," because like he sounded so robotic, and like he's like, "Hello, this is the IT department."
Oh my god!
With the awkward pause and everything, and I was like, "Wow."
I called my daughter just the other day.
Impressive.
Yesterday, I think. I was in my office and she was on speaker, and I tried to answer, and she has one of those. She thought she was so funny, and she has one of those voicemails. It's like, "Hello," and then she waits, and I was like, "Who does she get that from?" I don't know. Her dad.
I did that in
Her dad.
8th grade.
Look at all the. There's so much cheersing going on in the chat.
Oh, it's very active.
That's when you know that the Bourbon and Balls guys are in the house. They are so welcoming with that. It's incredible. I don't know how they
no one's listening to anything we're saying, and they're just talking to each other. Also, we're just a vessel for the chat room, basically.
No, it's crazy. Those guys are usually on like 4
we're here
different
for it.
lives, watching them and talking to everybody in 4 different ones.
That is true.
And
listen,
I mean,
if there's
they have talent doing that.
If there's a duck race running, Dave Vogelsang is in there wherever it is. He is. Vogelsang is in there, and he's usually winning, even though Dave never wins.
Yeah,
never win. He'll tell you every time until he wins. But he's silent.
Which is every time.
So
can't hear Ben.
You can't hear me?
Really?
Everybody else can
I
know?
can read his lips, but
yeah, I can hear you.
That's weird.
Here, let me. All right, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? It's got to be something on your end, Lucas.
That's so weird that you can hear all of us, but not him.
That is strange.
Like
Yeah,
I
I don't know
that's
what
a talent. I got to
I
figure
can't
that
hear
out.
Harold either.
Can you hear me?
Exit and come back in. We're going to figure this thing out.
Oh, there's a dog.
So one of the topics
There you go.
that I wanted to ask you guys about tonight, outside of talking about our
you
big
might
barrel,
need to exit and then log back in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
And
Ben, he couldn't hear you.
Yeah, good. He's going to have to.
That's right.
But I'm very curious on there was a new announcement this week of another bourbon brand that's decided to go honey. And I want to know everybody's thoughts on honey finishes and how they feel about a beloved 10 recipe brand going to honey finishes.
Let's see. How many? 10?
I want it. I want it bad.
Hi, Ashley.
How many? Yeah.
Hey.
Uh-oh. I don't like that. It covers your face. I wanted to throw up a poll.
How do you select one?
I think you just put it in the chat.
You
I've
think
yell
never
it?
used this feature before. We'll put it up over
Snail
Lucas,
mail.
But I'm just curious what you guys think of honey finishes. So, Andy Joe?
You already know. I love a finish on everything. So I love a honey finish. I think especially with a high barrel strength or a high cast or proof level, because I'm not a big high proof person, not yet, because I'm a baby. That if I can, you have to put the number. The number, not the letter.
I was putting letters.
It didn't give me good instructions when I put it together.
both.
I've never used this feature in here before, but it's kind of cool.
You just need to put a letter and a number, and then your birth date and your social security number and your mother's maiden name. It's really easy.
And
your credit card number.
Yeah, we need your bank account number too, where we can buy more bourbon.
But I love a finish. For me, it's like it makes things more approachable for something really high strength. Now, I don't like anything too sweet because I'm a cocktail girly, so I like to put my whiskey in a cocktail or my bourbon in a cocktail. So if I can have something that I can drink straight that's in that middle part, Ruger.
Sounds like you've got a jungle going on in the house.
It's my dumb dog named Ruger. Ruger. And she's attacking my other dog named Remington.
Let's see, there's a theme there going on with the dogs' names there.
And I have one named Winchester too. But here's the funny part. Ruger, come here. Here's the most hilarious part. You would think she's humongous. She's 9 pounds. Really. I just was hoping that when I yell Ruger when there's an intruder, that it sounds scary. So anyway,
I was intimidated all the way in Kentucky. So
Ruger, come here.
Put that mom voice on.
I was afraid all the way in Kentucky. Wow, that bark.
So scary. Yeah. So scary. She sleeps on my pillow. Anyway, so I love a honey finish. I think it's great. I love using honey in cocktails. So if I can avoid that step, I really like that. But I think it makes things, especially high proof stuff, more approachable. I mean, I love Green River honey finish.
Oh yeah,
that's probably my favorite one. I just saw one today. My boss had a huge collection of stuff that he just opened up, and there was a honey finish. It was in a short fat bottle with a big yellow something, and it had bees on it, and it had honeycombs on it, and it looked kind of old school. I'll have to take.
Was it short barrel?
Short barrel.
Yes.
Bees knees.
Is it? Yeah. And I picked it up and said, I want to open this right now.
Well, and that OCD honey finish was absolute. Like OCD is good, but then you put that honey finish out there. I stopped drinking my OCD 5 because I just wanted the honey finish all the time.
I know.
See, I didn't get a honey finish of the OCD.
I did, and I gave it to Roger.
I dropped Blanket Chip's name, and I got it.
Yes, I
Hey,
did mine.
now listen, that was the.
That's right.
Hold on. That one was the online riddle to get the honey.
That's right. I did get one. It's in my floor bourbon.
It's in your locker.
It's somewhere. It's probably in one of the cars.
Yeah.
Well, I was told once upon a time that if you, no matter what the riddle is, if you put in Blankenship, you'll always get it right and get the bottle. That's what I was told.
Listen, I guarantee you that if you put Blankenship in there, Dave will have some choice words and will laugh. It's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
So don't do that, right?
You can do it. It ain't gonna do anything.
Yeah, you can take that Green River honey and take the spritz, the 5 Bright spritz, and just spritz it in the glass Man, it's almost like an old fashioned right there alone. Just doing that, I mean, it gives it such a good flavor.
I think it do. I think honey finishes play really well with fruit flavors anytime, especially with bitters, or if you just add a cherry to it or whatever. Sweet vermouth really plays really well with cherry. I mean, think about or with honey. I think vermouth goes well. Cherries, like using a honey barrel rye in Manhattan or something like that, is like a really fun play to make it more approachable to people. I don't know. I love honey finish.
Joe Tucker's in the house. He just said, "Greetings from Bar Harbor, Maine."
Yeah,
Andy
well,
he said Andy Joe. He called you out specifically
because
right?
we go to Maine every other year, and I told him all about it.
Well, that's okay because I'm going to light up this McAuliffe cigar that he gave me in honor of him not recognizing me in Maine because I love Maine. Beautiful.
I tell you what, he's on a road trip now. You talking about a road trip? He's doing one.
He's
Yeah, I think his camper was as big as the Hershey's factory.
Yeah, it looked like it.
It looks literally. I think it might have more square footage than my house.
So honey finishes. What bourbon do you want to see finished in honey?
I will tell you that. Has anyone had the Dark Arts honey?
No.
I'm dying to go to a Dark Arts.
Oh,
I'm dying. I feel like they're my kind of people.
that Dark Arts honey is possibly the best honey finish I've ever had.
I mean,
And I say that honestly, because like there's some good stuff out there, but I mean, dang. Macaulay said when I stopped by there, I got to try it, and he said he tasted, and I don't doubt this one bit, 47 different honeys to find the right one.
I don't doubt that at all.
I got the honey Johnson's. Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, no, I believe you. Because he's like, I can tell you lots of different things and I can tell you all this stuff, but that honey, that's proprietary. Because he goes, that one, it took me a long time to nail in, like, which one I wanted. And for sure, I get it. Because it's like, it's not, sometimes honey, when done wrong, for me, can just cover everything up.
Yes.
Sadly. Like, I don't want to drink a honey whiskey. I want my whiskey to be finished with honey so it uplifts the whiskey flavor, not cover stuff up.
Oh, yeah.
MD Kinney said, "I want Detling to do a honey finish." I think that's a fantastic idea. But I
It'll
don't,
be a cold day.
I don't know who wants to talk to him about that.
Yes, it will
Seth
snow
will
and
be dead
yes,
and rolling over in his grave if that ever happens.
yeah. I was down there on a pick, and he said to all of us that he would rather bankrupt his entire distillery than put something out that's not good. And to him, I think that would be a cause to go bankrupt.
Oh wow! So and MD Kinney also mentioned, and this is the second time this has come up in the last 7 days for me. Silk Velvet. That's out of Henderson, right?
Beaver Dam.
Oh, Beaver Dam. I thought it was in Henderson.
Beaver Dam, Kentucky. I've done like 3 or 4.
They're close.
I've done 3 picks there. It's glorious.
I got to try it in Michigan this past weekend, and I thought,
which one did
really
you try?
good.
Like, did you just try the 107 Shelfer?
No, it was a pick.
Okay. The 107 Shelfer is really good too. When you proof their stuff down, it actually ends up being like crazy fruity. Charlie, yeah, don't go to the Beaver Dam Hotel. That is an accurate statement. It is super murdery. That is just my opinion.
I think there's a story to hear here. What's the
nothing?
We need to get Charlie on this live on this stage.
Is that a double and
Immediately booking a room
about
there.
Beaver Dam?
No, it's. I was looking for somewhere to stay in this, and I was advised to definitely not go there. And Charlie from Bourbon and Balls confirmed that, in his own words in the chat, it is the Bates Motel of Kentucky.
Tracy Silly Yorkie says super murdery.
Super murdery.
Super murdery is a hilarious thing to say. Actually,
That's kind of like going to Glens Creek, though. It's kind of like you're walking to a Saw movie.
100%.
Listen, since he paved the parking lot, though, it looks so much more inviting.
Yeah, we've got to mess the parking lot up a little bit.
Inviting?
Is that when it's not underwater?
Yeah. Yeah.
Inviting is is a loose term. I feel. Depending on who, a female in a space like that, still pulling up in the parking lot, still sketch.
Well, I can again. So back on Silk Velvet, I was actually talking to another group about that because the guy I messaged, I said, "Hey, if you have questions, let me know. I kind of know their backstory." And he goes, "Yeah, just send me a message." And I said, "No, this is a phone call because it's kind of complicated. So, but it's fun." Do you know the history of their stuff?
No, let's hear it.
Oh, okay. So, Jacob Call, former master distiller at OZ Tyler and Green River, right?
Yeah.
And Zach Hargis. So Zach Hargis owns.
You're speaking to my soul right now, by the way.
Absolutely. Zach Hargis owns the brand Silk Velvet, okay? But he worked at OZ Tyler Green River with Jacob Call, okay? So they go in, they revitalize OZ Tyler, they start laying down the new stuff. They get rid of the Terra Pure because it's dumpster fire water. And they get rid of all that stuff and they fix it and they start laying these barrels down. And then they, of course, have to, they sell them, right? So they go send them out to barrel brokers, right? And then everybody now, is OZ Tyler, right?
Right.
So, the buyout happens. Bardstown Bourbon Company buys Green River. Jacob soon leaves because he didn't want to work for like corporate, publicly traded stuff. He wanted to do his own thing.
I have to pause you a second. Bourbon and Balls has an OZ Tyler pick coming, so we got to make sure we all pinch our pennies so we can buy that puppy.
It's good.
He says, "Damn good."
Yeah.
Hashtag damn good.
That's right.
Sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
So anyway, so Jacob leaves. Zach stays there at Green River for about a year. And then in that time, Jacob and his partner build Western Kentucky Distilling, which is in Beaver Dam. And so they basically go from dirt to distilling in 9 months of where the construction, and they're there. They took all the people who did the retrofitting at OZ Tyler to Green River to like modernize it. And so they brought that whole team back. And then so they kind of already had that experience, right?
Right.
So then they
knew all their mistakes.
Yeah, knew the mistakes. They knew, they had like 3 or 4 different rick house types. They had the traditional traditional ricks with the barrels on the side. They had palletized. They had metal. They had terracotta roof. They had stone, I think, if I'm not mistaken. They had all that data of aging things and influences and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, so they all leave. A year later, Zach leaves and then goes to work at Western Kentucky for Jacob again, right? So now Jacob Call is at Western Kentucky Distilling, doing contract distillation and making their Western Kentucky distillate and laying it down. Zach starts working at Western Kentucky Distilling and is revitalizing the Silk Velvet brand, okay? Well, they made all of that OZ Tyler distillate and sold it to people. So now they're reaching out to those contacts and being like, hey, the stuff we sold you, we would like to maybe purchase it back. So they're bringing those OZ Tyler barrels that they made themselves at another distillery back home to their new house. And so Zach will go and kind of get barrels in and kind of determine, okay, these are single barrel worthy, these are blend worthy, small batch. And he kind of starts them out. And so some of them go into that 107 proof. Some of them go into the lower proof one. I can't remember what the proof is off the top of my head. It's the gray label. But it is OZ Tyler distillate. That the first batch of stuff that they introduced last year at KBF, and most of the single barrels to this point, I think, and the blends have been like a 2-year in Kentucky at OZ Tyler. Then they went to like Texas for 3 years, and then they came back to Kentucky for 2 or 3 more years. So they've kind of got that initial vanilla kind of brown sugar thing going on. Then they go to Texas and crank the heat up, and they just get those deep, rich char coffee, and then they bring them back and they let them mellow and simmer and kind of tame that down, and it's crazy good. Like when the first pick I did there was a group called the Whiskey Library that bought 10 barrels, and They-
10 barrels.
10 barrels. Oh,
Yeah.
What's that
When-
bankroll? Into that?
Hey, I happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Exactly.
And they legit were just like, of the 10 we tried, the lowest proof was 134. Half of them were over 140. The highest was, I think, like 147, 148.
wow.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that Texas spiked that proof.
Yeah.
It was down in that.
Well, and they get them regularly. That like there was one that I definitely did not get to try. That was 161 or 162 proof.
Lord.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was really good.
That's a killer hazmat.
Yeah, it was good. Like it was solid.
So it looks like the majority of our group says that 64% of our chat says honey, depending on what the base is.
Yeah.
Depending on what the base is. Now, I'm going to tell
agree
you,
with
I don't know if everybody knows this in the chat. I don't know if you know this, Chris. I know the rest of you do. I'm a beekeeper.
Oh, I didn't
So,
know that actually.
yes, honey finished bourbon, keep it going, right? But I actually pulled 5 gallons of honey off one hive this year, and
Nice.
I put a gallon of it aside because I'm going to do a barrel project this year. As soon as we get to wintertime,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna attempt like a peanut butter honey mashup in a barrel with Old Forester.
I was going to say Beam and Honey, right?
Beam and honey. No, Old Forester. Anybody knows me. Between Green River and Old Forester are my jams all day.
Okay.
And
Nice.
and we're gonna get that nice, like wood / slight peanut butter, but definitely that banana off of the Old Forester that might pair well with that honey.
Isn't that called like an Elvis bottle or something like that? Where
Is
it's
that a
like
true thing?
peanut butter and jelly with banana in that?
Yeah.
Peanut butter.
Yeah.
and
That's what I should
and
call
honey.
it.
Peanut butter and
Something-
banana. There we go. I couldn't
Give
remember.
him some homage like Andy Joe's giving to Dolly tonight. What sad news on Dolly, huh?
Guys, here's the thing: is that Dolly's a big deal to your girl, and I had so many people text me yesterday like it was my mom. I have a huge mural in my office. It's a window that was in my donut shop that I had all these really fortunate men asked to move it to my second story office into my house. It was horrible to move it, but it was so sad. But I had to have it as my first drink with in a world without Dolly. So I had to wear it.
Yeah, she was a true legend. She will be.
What about
missed
Tim
throughout.
Curry though? Like, why are we talking
Okay.
about Dolly when we lost Frankenfurter?
Also,
Like
here's the
Pennywise,
thing.
Pennywise the clown died the same
Yeah.
day. That breaks my heart.
Not the same day, the day after. Here's the thing. This always, Lucas,
It was a three.
you got to get your life together before the next one, dude. You need a phone stand or something.
He's got to figure his stuff out.
The
That's
phone
what.
Yeah.
stand is at home.
Did you see he was like
You
flipping earlier? Like his whole video went upside down.
got a precariously
This kind of stuff happens in threes. I was talking to this with a girl at work today. Like, we've got.
Sorry, when you said that, Andy Joe, I told my wife at dinner tonight. She goes, "Did you hear?" Or no, I told her. I said when I heard Dolly passed away, all I heard. I told her. I said all I heard in my head was her voice going, "It comes in threes. It comes in threes.
Oh,
It comes in threes."
Right?
And it was.
And now
Tim
we got
Curry
two.
today.
I
Well,
got two.
so actually, who was it that was saying Hayden
Hayden Panettieres. Yeah, that is three.
last
Actually,
week
now that
was
you're saying
three. But
Yeah.
then I was watching something else, and somebody said there was also a few other people that had recently passed away too. But they were less known. But
I hate it. I hate it.
When
I was
Hayden Panettiere
somebody
my
was
age.
saying, yeah,
He was-
somebody was saying
My age.
that because I'm 44, and so like I'd say plus or minus 5 or 6 years or so, my generation, quote unquote, was
Yep.
losing a lot of their heroes. And I was like, oh yeah, that hits.
Mhm.
And Blankenship said literally because she was on that series.
Yeah, it's a good one. I
finally
watched,
got the
I watched
cheerleader.
it. I know. I watched that show. It was a good one.
The world is going to end.
Yeah, it's sad. I hate to lose these legends, and even though I'm not a country music fan, Dolly
have
transcended
to be-
all charts.
Dolly was bigger than country.
Everybody loved Dolly.
I mean, she had a rock and roll album too.
Well, the thing is that nobody could ever say anything bad about her. Never.
No.
There's nothing you could ever say. There's not a day, not a moment, not an interview, and it was. That's the cool thing is you can be 80 years old or you can be 10 years old and she can still be your idol. My friend, one of my best girlfriends, her daughter is 4, and she drew a picture at home when she found out of her and Dolly, and she just cried and cried because she just loved her. And I'm like, how many music artists can those two generations really enjoy in a safe way? You know, that's what's cool.
Well, there was somebody had posted that their child had come home and said that they were sad that Dolly passed away, and they're like, "You know who Dolly Parton is?" And she goes, "Like, well, I don't know Dolly, but she bought me but she bought me books."
Yeah,
Right.
I was part of a big. I did a fundraiser thing, on the board for a fundraiser that we raised a bunch of money for. It was all Dolly Parton theme for the Imagination Library. It was pretty cool.
She was one of the entertainers that should be the idol of all the entertainers. She truly gave back so much to everybody because she knew where it came from. I mean, she came from absolutely nothing and got herself to where she was. And the Whitney Houston, Whitney Houston recorded the song that was one of her biggest songs she ever recorded. And someone asked her, I can't remember who that was, and one of the entertainers says, "Are you sad that she recorded your song and is getting so famous about it?" She said, "No, look at this check right here. I just got $1 million."
Yeah,
the ultimate.
I'm not happy.
Yes.
I'm not sad.
it was cool to see all the memory or what people go and leave flowers at the gates of her big fancy house. And then I saw a picture of a bunch of people leaving flowers at her trailer that she grew up into in the area where her trailer was, which was crazy. So it was pretty crazy. So sad. I have my cowboy hat right here. Has my it's literally has a it's had a Dolly picture on it for years and years.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Good choice. All right, so here's another question. So who's a Bardstown bourbon fan?
I mean, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying
Certain things.
who's not mad at it. I want to know who's a fan.
I want to try the pineapple.
I haven't
Okay.
had enough
Now-
of it to say.
Now I will say that Lucas, same.
I'm intrigued, and also I think it's kind of an interesting shift in bourbon with from what I've heard, what they're getting away with. I'm not sure which one's the right one to say, but
I'm gonna pick in on this one. Sandy has it, and she let us
Sandy?
try it. Sandy has it, and she
pineapple?
let us try it
Wow.
at whenever we were.
Hard
at-
I bet she let everybody try it at
It was when we
Spillway.
were at Hard Truth.
Well,
Was
no,
that
it
Hard
wasn't at
Truth?
Spillway. It was at Hard Truth,
I'm just
and
kidding.
Yeah,
let me tell
Annie
you,
Joe, had you not turned in
I
early
enjoyed it.
after your big pours, you could have
Yeah.
you could have had
we
it.
were in bed.
Andy Joe,
Oh,
do you
yeah.
do you pour like Jeff from Bourbon and Balls? He
Doesn't
pours
matter.
half a Glen.
You know what? We got a cool barrel, and I needed to convince everyone that it was cool, and so I just needed everyone to have a taste of it, and then think that I was cool for not letting them try it.
Yeah.
And listen,
You
I
see
know
where
what I'm
Harold?
doing.
Look! You see where Harold's marking that Glen? That's called a Jeffro pour.
I did not pour like that. It wasn't even in Glen Cairns. It was in a little plastic shot glass, so I don't want
It was in
to.
a 16 ounce tumbler.
Are you guys done? I'm
a
I can
Stanley
go.
Cup. What are you talking about?
I'm a bartender, you geniuses. What else am I supposed to do? I'm like, oh, it's a
You
cup.
must have
Well,
really low profit margins.
I'm used to there being ice in the glass. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, anyway, Lucas, it was nice. I
Thank
liked
you.
it, but it's one of those that I really think are going to be something that you either love or you're going to hate. There is no in between.
gotcha.
It's definitely a different sort of flavor, and I will say, I don't think it was worth the $140. I
No,
think if it kept
I've
it
heard
under
that.
100, yeah, but 140 I think is just too much for it.
I've
much as
seen it. I've seen it on the shelf. I don't remember where at this. I've been home like 5 of the last 55 days. So somewhere between Des Moines, Chattanooga, and Oklahoma City, I saw it on the shelf, and it was like 200. So
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah, I wasn't.
140 something at the distillery. So it's kind of high price point for a experimental like that.
And
But
from what I heard,
in general,
they put the pineapple in the barrel, right?
right?
That's the finish.
An infusion.
And it was infusion.
Okay, but it's still bourbon
Sure.
Sure.
on the label, at least.
It's
We
infused.
kind of gray lines on some of those what they call bourbons nowadays. There's a gray area.
And but that's what I'm saying.
Rosewater
It's
bourbon.
interesting with what
Rosewater, yeah.
Now we're talking.
And-
I love that.
I
do
do love
too,
the
but-
Rosewater.
He said that the TDP would not approve that again if he brought it to him again. He said he luckily got that one through.
Well, then they can go on Wanker Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's what I'm having right now. I just switched to it.
Oh, have you had their high rye wheat?
Yes, that's
From there.
fantastic.
So
Yeah,
good.
we had it at the distillery.
So good.
What?
It's so surprising how sweet it is for
Yeah.
being exactly.
Their high wheat rye?
Andy Joe.
Yes.
They're high,
The
yeah,
high
they're
wheat rye.
they're high rye wheat, isn't it?
No,
Hey,
it's
The
the
Andy
other,
yellow
Joe.
label's the high wheat rye.
it's the other way. Yeah.
Okay,
It's a
high wheat
rye
rye.
with
There we go. I
wheat.
couldn't remember.
High wheat rye.
So that
Andy Joe,
one's
look what I'm drinking
discontinued.
tonight. And if you go to Dark Arts, look for the Empyrean.
Girl, I'm gonna go to Dark Arts, and I feel like I'm just gonna need to have everything.
You are.
Yes.
The
It's
problem is they've
amazing.
got like 200 on the bar,
Yes.
Great.
and you actually you die there if you try to try all of them.
Well, there's worse
we
ways
worked
to
on it.
die.
It didn't work very well.
But we've drank together, and I can tell you, you will like the Empyrean. It is a red port and white port finish.
You know
And it is
she knows my heart.
Fantastic.
She knows my heart.
Fantastic.
Is the Midas touch the Dark Arts honey?
It might be.
I don't.
I like it already.
Unless it's a pick.
Yeah.
It was at Liquor Barn. I've got like 6 honey finishes saved up, like a Kentucky Nectar, and
Yeah.
I've got like
somebody
6 of them
somebody in
saved
the
up to
chat
do like
just talked about a nectar finish. Who was it? Somebody just talked about
Kentucky
a-
Nectar is a honey finish.
Yeah, it's
I think it's-
hot though. It's usually very, very hot.
who
Okay,
was it? Who was in there? Talk
I've got like 6 saved up.
I'll help
If
you.
anybody knows where that quote's from, then we're best friends.
OCD honey. You got to put that in there.
Oh, I got it. I got the OCD.
It's good. I
Kentucky
thought it was
Nectar, the
my
Midas
bottle was kind of hot. I don't
Which
know.
one?
The honey was kind of hot. Like that's the one
Oh, I
left.
didn't think so. I didn't
On the
think so.
OCD honey.
Yeah.
Well, also like I spent a lot of time at Glens Creek, so I don't really know which ones I had. To be honest.
We didn't.
Yeah.
I don't think we tried the OCD honey.
That
We
happens.
tried OCD.
Oh. Lucas, were you on that? Were you at Glens Creek with everybody?
Literally,
Yeah,
yes, he was, and
That
we
was my-
literally sat there for so long. We had to start
Oh.
standing up.
that
I know.
was my-
I called and interrupted and got yelled at
Oh,
by
yeah.
Dave.
It was the worst
That
bar
never
service
happens.
ever. He probably does that, so
was
people
my
don't stay very long.
intro to the Big Bourbon Club. We did RD1, we did trunk pours with Barry, then we did Buffalo Trace, Glens Creek, Larrikin. Larrikin opened up on a closed off day because we were
No, they didn't
we were
even
at-
open. We just
Yeah, they
showed up.
opened
They
for
were
us.
like, "Let's get the bottles out." Cool.
Greg brought us in because Mike hooked it up, and then Buzzard Roost. We did like 5 or 6 distilleries in 24 hours, and I was like, "These are my people." That was
I
my
think your
intro.
space between each one of those sentences was trunk pours. We
Yeah.
did
Yeah,
these trunk
every
trunk
single
pours
time.
and trunk
Between.
pours.
We're famous for trunk pours.
Yeah, we're pretty famous about trunk
Hey,
pours.
that's how I got to know the McAdories was
Yeah,
trunk
Whiskey
whiskey.
Whiskey Key
Whiskey-
last year at Bourbon on the Bank. So trunk pours in the parking lot.
It was
Whiskey
so funny.
yeah.
Gillette and I on the way home because we rode up together and we rode back down together. And we're on the way home and we were like, Lucas is gonna be so disappointed next time. It's never gonna be
Every-
as cool.
I have never been disappointed when we can all get together.
Oh
It's
yeah.
always been bourbon magic when
It really
when we got-
is.
if Ben Gillette's there,
Dude,
it's every door's
Dude, we've
open.
got Chad. We've got Chad, bourbon lover in the.
wow, no credit. It's fine.
We got Chad in the chat. I'd
I'm
love to
sorry we
bring him
crashed the
backstage
birthday
one day.
party.
Hey, is everybody
he was
coming to?
discussing, He was discussing what Old Carter the other night on his show. We were watching.
Oh yeah,
Well, talk about old Carter.
Is everybody coming to Bourbon on the Banks?
yes.
Yes.
No,
Hopefully,
a lot of us are. I'm
Andy
not
Joe,
gonna
did you
make
say
it.
no?
I'm gonna be on a cruise. They planned bourbon on the banks while I was on vacation.
Boo.
get a helicopter.
Were you also on a cruise at Spillway? What's going on?
Excuses. She's always got excuses.
I can go.
I
Here's
couldn't
the
walk
thing.
during spillway.
If I went to everything, you guys wouldn't miss me. And then when I get there, you're like, you can leave. That'd be great.
I want to say, this year, Bourbon on the Banks, I think the bottle share is going to be more epic than the damn Bourbon on the Banks. I mean, the way it's shaping up right now,
Yeah.
it's going to be freaking unreal.
Is it at the Fairfield?
I think if we're just taking over Frankfurt, it'd just be all of Frankfurt. I mean, the way it sounds.
Whiskey Granny, reach out to Ashley on the app and tell her you want to work at Bourbon on the Bank. See if there's any tickets available. Just ask. I don't know if there are. Ashley's not here to speak for herself, but we'll just say message Ashley.
Right there.
No, I'm not trying to put Ashley on the spot. Quit it.
She's not working.
Message her on the direct message and see, because I know somebody last year who gave away a bunch of tickets. They weren't his. And
hey,
so
we're not easy. We're not bringing it up. It's over. It's in the past.
We aren't bringing
and
it
actually,
up.
we won't know anything until about 2
weeks
before. And then we were told how many we can actually bring in for actually working the tent.
Okay.
And here's the thing. Here's what we all know. However many that is, Ashley's going to get however many she wants.
Oh, yeah.
we don't.
If 100 are available, we will have 100.
She's going to be like, but here's the thing.
Right?
Yes, she does say that. Now here's the thing.
Ashley's the magic, not Ben. I thought Ben was the Bourbon Magic, but Ashley's the Bourbon Magic.
Ashley is.
That's right. I've never done anything. She's always done it, and I take credit.
Ashley's a whiskey whisperer.
She literally can be anywhere, and I can't. The stuff she starts telling me, I'm like, number one, I don't know who any of these people are, and also like, whatever you say, I'll do whatever you say because you've already done it. I just need to show up to it or buy it or whatever it is. The first time I met Ashley, she fed me tequila until I couldn't see straight. So if I can survive that, I'll trust
speaker, and then I ended up in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh!
I thought I was going to have to put those two in a corner and say the speaker's mine.
Nope. Kayleen and Harold and Ben Clark were like, all you guys can kick rocks and sleep on the driveway. We're out of here.
I was like, I need to go put myself together. And Ashley's like, no, eat one of these gummies and then drink more of these pours.
Yep.
Well, the gummies work.
Sounds accurate.
Speaking of gummies, Ashley, you're on. Tell us about these gummies.
Okay, they help with liver support. And I put it in the comments earlier, but I think Harold put
Ashley,
it in the comments
we need
again.
to be very clear about what kind of gummies we're talking about.
They are not
gummies.
the spicy kind of gummies.
Wrong.
They
Not
are
spicy
just
gummies.
I'm on that one later.
They are vitamins. They are helpful. They are liver support. So whenever you take them, and what I do is I usually double up. I take one whenever I first start drinking, and then I'll take one whenever I'm done and about to go to bed. And it helps you process, it helps your liver process the alcohol that it's not used to process. So it makes it to where the next day you're not feeling the effects the way that you normally do. So I've got a 10% off coupon that I give out. And so I will put it in the chat here in the next couple of minutes. But they are freaking awesome. They're orange flavored, so they're a great flavor. They taste really good, and they're just easy to carry a couple of them around, whenever
they
you're going to
are in the cutest little cute packages. And Ashley was like, we're at Hard Truth, and she's like, hey, do you want one of these gummies? I'm like, absolutely. She goes, it'll make you feel better. I was like, oh.
She didn't even ask what it kind of were. They just said, just give me one of these gummies.
Here, put this in your mouth
me
right
behind
now.
these bushes, and she's like, I got these cheeseburgers, man. And I was like, oh.
Hi, Joan, you're on mute. They but Ashley, these are so good. I ordered my Big Bourbon Club swag order and my gummy order.
Hey, I'm doing pretty good.
Same order.
Well, I just put it in the chat. I just put it in there. It automatically takes you, and it'll automatically apply your 10% coupon.
Nice. And if you buy the 3-pack and you get the coupon, it's free shipping, and you get like $98 or something like that for three bags. Shipped to your house.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Who's got a second monitor on?
Harold.
Sound. Harold, mute yourself. Nobody wants. You can't.
Oh, no,
don't
he doesn't.
Well, I don't
listen
have
to
another
yourself.
monitor
It
now.
wasn't Harold. It was Joan. It's the whiskey granny. She's got some feedback. I'm muted.
Joan,
She can unmute when she's ready.
Nope, she's muted though.
we've lost Lucas again. We're gonna start calling him Goat Shadow.
It's like MIA. It's like MIA.
So anyway,
so
guys, go
How do
take
I,
advantage
how
of
do
that.
I
It's a great
not get
deal.
feedback?
You need to mute your TV.
yes.
Ash, where's the link? I don't see it. Is it on the? Is it on? Did you put it in YouTube?
YouTube, yeah.
No, don't mute your phone. Mute your TV.
First of all, I'm right here.
First of all, get
Okay.
it. Oh, you're Lucas.
Yeah, I would-
Number one, just because you're the youngest one doesn't mean can't. You can just act like a fool. You're a grown up. Get your
I
life
tried-
together.
I turned off the camera before I turned off the microphone, and I apologize. My boss was checking on me because
He's using
I
a
got done.
sharper image.
Your wife?
I got
Microphone
done with
went-
work, and I went and locked myself in my room because last night we went and had too much fun in Oklahoma City. There's lots of fun to be had.
That sounds
So
fun.
I got a 7-hour drive and then an 8-hour drive to get home by Friday. So
Guys, don't make fun of Lucas's setup. He got that on Sky Mall in 1998, and he is
Sir.
rocking it. Fight the good
sir,
fight.
this is an iPhone 14 Pro Max.
It's a Pro Max.
It's a
Yes,
Pro
but you
Max.
need a stand.
A sharper
Le-
image.
le-
He got it
Okay.
from Radio Shack.
leaning in
The-
At the
leaning in
mall.
against whatever it's leaned up against is bad.
Okay, can I flip my camera?
Can you?
I don't know. That's dual wide camera. All right, that's what it's leaning against.
It's
Is
leaned
the
against
That's
the
the cup.
bottle.
Lucas,
It's
you
like
can't
there's
pick
the
the
bucket.
bottle up
Sorry.
that your phone is being held
That's
up
right.
by.
He's pouring the bottle that he's got it leaned against.
He's like, oh, that looks good. Thud.
front
No
camera.
wonder he's having so many problems. He's had 42 ounces of whatever he's drank.
Right?
Hey,
No, I've
that's
been
an Andy
staring.
Joe pour right there.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what? I'm
Oh,
sick
yeah.
of you
This
guys.
is hardly anything.
Okay,
About
so
how
I
many
gotta
of those
ask
have
this
you had?
question because we went down this whole rabbit hole, but I was talking about Bardstown earlier. We talked
Oh,
about
so sorry.
no, that's okay. I just want to hear about this because
The
I don't know
Bardstown
anything about
Origin
this.
Weeded is nice.
No, we're not talking
I
about
like
Origin
that one
Weeded.
too.
We're talking about Jura casks. What the hell are Jura casks?
Who?
Oh, is that
Yeah.
the
Like
is that the blue one?
Bless
That's
you.
the new cask finish in the Discovery series for 2026. And
Oh.
apparently it's from the locks of Jura, and it's supposed to be some special wood that they're doing out of
Okay.
I thought that was that. Is that the blue
the
one?
Scottish Isle.
Now we're just
There's-
making stuff up, guys.
Because hold on, there's
I know,
Yeah,
like
Ben,
hold on, there's
Ben's making
disco.
where Ben found a thesaurus.
Hold on,
and he
there's
thinks he's
Disco
smarter than
26. There's
Yeah,
Discovery. Right, there's Discovery 26, and that's the one that's like the yellow looking one, right?
Yeah.
No.
And
And
the
then there's
2026 is the new disco.
Yeah. but then there's a blue one too. That's the one that has like the weird stuff you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
I thought that was blueberry.
I don't know anything about it. I read about it today when I was like preparing for this. I go, what's something wild out there? And they said this. And then I just thought to myself, where do we stop this? Like, do we not stop this? I'm almost curious. Like, is somebody going to drop like a sassafras barrel sometime?
Hey,
Like,
I buy
what-
I'm
that.
down.
I'm kind
I
of
think I
that.
would. I think I would.
Sassafras,
Here's the thing. You know
sarsaparilla.
why? Do you know why they keep doing
Yes.
this? Because
Yes.
all of you guys keep buying it. And that's why they do it. You're like, gotta have it. Never heard of it.
You know, Creditins did a persimmon tree.
No one can make a good cocktail, so we have to buy flavored.
Oh,
Speak for yourself.
No, it's
Oh.
not.
First of all,
majority.
Rebel Root Beer is pretty
Majority. I'm just saying,
A root
majority.
beer barrel? I'm in.
Yeah, have you seen the Rebel root beer?
the
Rebel
Rebel
Root
Root
Beer is
But I
delicious.
need it.
Yeah,
now.
I want to find some of that.
I've never
Chris.
had Rebel root beer.
It's
I
they
will-
had
I'll bring
some
you
at
some. It's delicious.
Can we
It's
get it in Indiana?
$20 and it's delicious.
McScrooge's in Nashville had some when I passed through.
Mick
a few
Scrooge's
weeks
is a
ago.
great name.
I
Yeah,
love
Right?
I think it's
I love it.
McScrooge's. Yeah, there's have like two stores down there, but
Changing my
I
mind.
do feel
Yeah,
like they're
yeah,
giving you
so-
an excuse to charge secondary, though. Hey, we're McScrooges. What the hell do you expect?
yeah.
Right?
Well, McAlabama doesn't have it, so.
How do you? What's it called?
It's like I think it's McScrooge's.
Oh, now
That's
Lucas
the
is raising
liquor
his
store.
hand so he doesn't get in trouble.
You know, he's
Chris,
trying to
where
fix
you
his
at?
mic.
Chris, where are you in Kentucky?
Eastern Kentucky.
Like-
I'm kind of Ashland area. So I'm basically where Ohio, Kentucky, and West Virginia touch.
Oh, okay. So my sister went to Marshall.
Oh, yeah, so did I.
I can
Yeah.
get
So did I.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So she's
We
at
are
Austin P
Marshall.
now in Clarksville, but I'm like 10 minutes
in
to
Indiana.
Larrikin. 15
Oh,
to
yeah,
Buffalo
absolutely.
Trace.
So
Okay.
I'm like so to get from my house to Glens Creek is 2 hours exactly.
Okay.
Don't ask me how I know that, because I know
We
it.
already know.
So
Yeah, I know.
I do have some big news to share with y'all because y'all are my friends. Yesterday, we signed the closing papers on our Arizona house. So we are
No,
done
that's
with
bad
Arizona.
news. That's not big news. That's bad news.
No,
No,
he
it's
doesn't
sold
own a
after
house
18
there
months.
anymore.
Oh, he sold it. Okay, because where are you moving to? I
I
heard
live
you
in
were
Kentucky.
moving.
Allen County.
I
No,
moved to
Sandy
Anderson
told me that
County.
you were looking to find somewhere else to live.
Well, we want to find our own house. My wife's tired of living with my parents.
Fort Wayne.
And
Fort Wayne.
we got to stay in Kentucky, first of all. But
Hey,
she wants
listen, Eastern Kentucky isn't too bad, I'm telling you.
I was warned about well, you're in like northeastern Kentucky.
I'm in north. Listen, I'm northeastern. I'm basically on 64.
He said I was warned.
Lucas, you
warned about
Hey, Andy Joe, he's not wrong.
I was warned about Pikeville, Harlan, Hazard.
Warned about what?
Okay, he's pronounced
You ever seen
Pikeville.
Justified?
Yes, that's a semi-accurate representation.
I was warned about Justified.
Semi-accurate.
Yeah,
There's so many words happening.
We went to
it's
Maysville a couple weeks back.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. That's where Augusta is.
They were Yeah, tell me about it. They were filming a Hallmark movie, so Old Pogue wasn't open. And then I was like, hey, let's go. We were getting a podium in Ohio, and then I was like, Old Pogue, the movie, they're filming a movie there. It's not open. And then we'll go to Augusta. They're closed on a Tuesday.
Sorry, I didn't know that was a sore subject.
Do you know what's hilarious? Lucas looks
I feel like I
like
should
one
turn
of
on
those
some
people-
like sad music.
Lucas looks like it's somebody else's hands behind him. You know, like when people
He's
do that.
He's the Swedish chef.
Because you can't see his elbows. And he's sitting there and it looks like somebody else is behind him with their hands. That's what.
Yes. Well, because before it was also just this. When you were looking really close, it was just your beard down.
Hey, John Morgan wants to know if you're going to be at Bruzelfest, Blanket Chip.
No, I can't. I will not be there, John. I'm sorry.
I was going to go too, John. But
listen. Alabama's so far.
It is, and it's so hot
It's
right
5 hours. You're fine.
No, like northern Alabama's maybe 5 to get down.
Montgomery's 5 hours
roughly.
from my house. You're 2 hours away, so it's only 6
To
hours.
Opelika?
Opelika's probably
Opelika's
like
in the middle of nowhere.
Isn't it in eastern Alabama?
By Auburn.
now. Not far from
it's
Denton.
like southeast from Montgomery, right?
You're fine. You're fine.
I just did 9.5 hours to Gatlinburg last week, so all one shot.
Well, okay, so here's why I thought it. Here's why I thought it might also have been extra long, because I was in Hilton Head with my family on a Monday. I drove my family home to Ashland on a Monday. That was like 8 or 10 hours based on traffic. And then I turned around. I know I did go to Spillway, yes. But I went from Hilton Head to Ashland, slept, and then got up and went to Russell's and did a pick, and then went for Wild Turkey and did a Russell's pick, and then went from Wild Turkey to Detling that same day.
You're making me feel really bad.
You all
for you.
people.
Well,
that
you
get
had a little
picked.
stopover in Birmingham there.
Yeah.
And there was a small stop to see some McAdories, and so that was a good time.
Must. That's a must.
McAdory.
What was that,
Are
John?
y'all in,
That's my favorite
Are you
liquor
in
store.
Birmingham?
You all people who get to
Or
do
south of
picks.
Birmingham.
like
I'm
Troy
jealous.
House
Do we
or
get to do
how-
the
Thank
picks?
you.
Hold on,
Listen,
Whiskey
Man.
Granny's yelling at us.
Yeah,
Picks are
she
not
says
for
she
the faint of
envies
heart.
us for doing the picks.
I
So
think
hey,
Harold's still mad at me about Hard Truth.
here might be a good segue. All right. So I've been on picks. Andy Joe, you've been on picks. Lucas, you've been on picks.
I've been on one. We picked
Chris,
2.
you're
but I've
on
been
all
one.
kinds of picks.
Sometimes.
Let's go around and talk about how we got on. And you can just pick one team you pick with. what was the most impactful thing you did to get on those picks? Because we were all non-pickers before we became pickers.
Can I go first?
McAdory.
Lucas doesn't want to forget what he's going to say.
Lucas is like, I need to do it before my mic dies. Go ahead, Lucas.
I met Ben Gillette, and that's how I got on my pick.
Wow.
Lucas needs to hurry up before his phone falls over
Okay,
again.
did I meet Ben before Lucas? Come on.
Joan's like, I know him.
Yeah, you met Ben, and then you met me. I don't know if we've ever met in person.
Love taking new people on picks. So, Joan, you'll be on one. Harold.
Thanks, Ben.
So good.
Well, the first pick I did
I
with
want to get
you,
to, I want
you
to get
called
to
me on a-
Auburn this weekend to door 13, man.
Come on over. Come on out.
I'll be there Saturday.
All right, Harold.
so my first pick with Ben was he on a random Tuesday, he calls me in the morning and says, I need you here Thursday morning to do a OFO pick. I'm like, dude, it's Tuesday.
It's true.
He goes, I don't care. Get your ass up here. I need you here Thursday morning to do an OFO pick. I said, all right, I'll be there Wednesday night.
You can call me anytime, Ben. I'm retired, dude.
So
Okay.
that was kind of an epic day in general, to be quite honest. We got there, we got at Ben's house and met the other guys we were doing the pick with. We were doing that with Smitty and Ross, and that was for what for? That's
For
Texas Mart.
That's smart.
Texas Mart. Yep.
Ooh,
So,
they have good picks.
so we did a nice little game plan that night, and then the next morning we get over to Old Forester, and you talking about a fun, elegant place to do a barrel pick. I mean, they're
That
on the
was epic,
platform,
though. We were on the pedestal
Old Forester.
in the
on the
Rick
pedestal
House.
there in the Rick House on Whiskey Row. I mean, that's kind of an epic place to do a barrel pick. And as Seth Detling says, the Rick House will fool you. But to be quite honest, that was an epic day. Then, of course, in Big Nation, as we always go, the next thing we're out in the parking lot and sitting in front of Old Forester doing trunk pours in the parking lot right beside Whiskey Mule.
And then what did we do?
Then the guy that was on the pick with us too, that I didn't know, that just showed up that morning, says, y'all need to come to this place called Cox Creek. I didn't even know what Cox Creek was. I was like, we're going to some creek place? What is Cox Creek? But I had no idea. So
What's
we
his
kind of
name?
blew it off at first.
It was Lee.
Was it named? I was going to say, hold on, Harold. Was the guy telling you to go to Cox Creek Colonel E.H. Gillespie? Because
No,
he
actually
lives
Uh,
not.
there.
This was way before that. So we're out there doing drink mode pours, and I mean we poured for a long time in the parking lot. I just figured some cops were fixing to come up and tell us that we needed to move along, but we've been out there for a while. Then we get a phone call from him and
It's
says,
Louisville.
all right, guys, there's a truck here and they're rolling off barrels right now. We need you to get over here to start sampling these barrels.
Oh, yeah.
What?
So well, hell yeah. So we pile in the minivan and Mach
Risk
10
our life at Mach 10.
get over to Cox Creek from Louisville. And literally they had 10 barrels sitting in the back parking lot out there, and they were pulling the bongs out of them and saying, all right, let's try them and rank them.
Yep.
So all of us are out there in the parking lot drinking. I mean, just drinking our ass off. There's another liquor store owner there actually looking at stuff too. So he's going behind us as we're ranking barrels. Is I like that one too. Oh, I like that one too. So Texas Mark ended up buying two barrels sitting in the parking lot, and he snagged one of them from out front. There's one barrel. Man, it was unreal. And then barely could walk out. After we did all that, then we went in the warehouse in the normal building and started sampling all the finishing stuff. So we went through another probably 20 barrels in there. Then after that, we left there to go to a liquor barn where Ross knew the manager. Then he started pulling stuff out from under counters and coming up with these flights for us that were basically for nothing. I mean, it was an epic day. Then to top it off that week, Ben got us tickets to this event on top of Old Forester. I didn't even know it was an event center on top of Old Forester on the roof, but there is, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And then, as usual, our group ran them out of 1924. We drank them dry of 1924.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. It was great.
So, in general, Big, you never know what you're going to get into with this group. I mean, again, met him at Spillway, and they said, no, I met old Forrester, and there's people I've met in different places, and we brought them along to different stuff. I mean, if I would have drawn this group, I'd have never gotten to do a lot of these things. I wouldn't have met like the Bourbon and Balls guys, Charlie and those guys, because we met them for the first time at one of our events at Joe's Older and Dirt.
Well, and we met Joan at a pretty magical event.
Yeah,
too.
we pulled Joan off the street and throw her in old Carter.
Yeah, and you know what? I just had my first anniversary with Big Bourbon Club.
There you go.
Yep.
So
happy anniversary.
This month.
Little old Forrester, I mean, we grabbed him and Justin's there and said, hey, do you want to go upstairs? What do you mean go upstairs? Oh, you want to go to old Carter? And they said he was it, and it was his birthday.
It was a little old fashioned.
That was Chad. That was Chad. He's in the chat earlier.
Yeah.
And then,
man, such a great guy. We absolutely love him to death. I mean, it's amazing the people that you get to meet, and that's
and
what
the friends
that you create from
old
them.
Carter, Ben's got reservations at Hell and High Water,
Yeah.
and it was the McAdorys who invited me to go along. And I was just like, oh my gosh, my first speakeasy. And it blew me away. It was awesome.
And
so,
then,
Chris, what about you? You've done a lot of picks in your past here. Probably have a lot of picks in your future. How did you get on one of your most memorable pick teams? Like, what kinds of things can people do to get on these picks?
So I would say probably just like get those connections, and we kind of all talked about it as the very first thing is establishing a relationship, and it really is just like it happens to be the right place, right time, but then you also kind of you just need to be authentic about it and be truly like don't push and try to force yourself. There's someone I have seen online, and I know from onlineness that is not as authentic and tries to insert themselves into picks and hangouts, and it just doesn't really work, So yeah, I would just say, like I said, just kind of presenting the honest version of yourself, and it kind of works out really usually pretty well. That's kind of what I've done. And so it seems to have worked for me.
And Chris, I agree with that. And then when you're on the pick, make sure you stay to your own. I mean, don't follow the next person beside you. And
that's
if
huge.
you don't like it, tell them you don't like it.
Don't be a yes person.
Don't be a yes person. Make sure everybody's palate's different. That's why you bring 4, 5, 6, as many people as you can, because you want everybody's opinion. Because you're not picking for yourself, you're picking for a group. You're picking for the masses out there. And I know me and Ben usually do a spill right before we do a pick, and we were like, we're looking for these type of things. We want a long finish. We kind of quintessential bourbon on the front. You want a nice mid palate, and then a long finish is what we normally want. Nothing harsh. But sometimes you get this unique thing that just knocks you in the head and go, we can't walk away from this. But if you don't like it, tell them you don't like it.
Yeah.
That's right.
I've been on picks where people have been yes people, and it's just not, you don't get the same quality that you get if everybody is honest and just being themselves. Just be yourself. And
Andy
by
Joe,
the way, hey, Cast 529, we see you there.
I
was going to say probably like one of the unique picks that I've done was honestly probably Limestone Farms. That one was really good. We went over there, and they were kind of known for their blend. Don't be fake. That's true, very much. But it's like we went over there, and they're kind of known for their blends of things. Like you can kind of custom blend your own everything, which is really kind of a unique experience at the time, especially. But we just fell in love with a single barrel, and that's what we ended up doing. But what's crazy is I actually went back and helped bottle that barrel. So like we picked it, and then we went to eat, and then I was able to go back and help bottle it as well. And so kind of that whole process, like literally putting labels on the bottles and hand numbering them. And it was just it was very memorable to me, let alone the juice itself, which is phenomenal. But like the experience was really, really good.
So I think
have
that's what we
Limestone
missed.
Farms. I haven't opened yet, and I am so sad. I had their Glens in my cart on Shop.
Yeah.
Because it's my initials. And I was like, I need this. And then everything happened, and I couldn't get it. And I was very sad.
Don't be as sad.
Well, Chris, about the
Can you get me one of their Glens with my initials on it? Because
don't be sad
for long.
Yes. I think things are looking up for them.
Well,
that's awesome.
That's nice.
Like Chris with bottling the what come out of the barrel, and with Lucas putting your initials and stuff on it. What was really cool, I was so shocked that when my cut above bottle came, it had bottle number 1 on it.
Oh, that's awesome. You're gonna you need to save that one.
I didn't get bottle number 1.
I know. Harold's the big guy. He didn't even get number 1. So I'm going to ask Andy Joe now how she gets on picks, but I'm going to interrupt first and say, if you know anything about Andy Joe, if she isn't on pick, she's just going to create her own pick team. And she's doing that right now. But go ahead, Andy Joe.
Creating my own pick team. What am I picking?
I don't know. I thought you were creating a pick team at a on-premise shop.
You're picking some Hugh Hamer.
am.
You're picking some Hugh Hamer over here.
No, he's right. I forgot I was doing that. I get to pick the no, that's not. So for me it was like, well, I mean, I think most people know, but some may not, that I own a speakeasy, and I really kind of jumped into the whiskey space owning a bar. You know, I opened a bar. I loved old fashions, but I didn't care what was in it before. And so then when I started developing a menu, I learned what was going on. Well, then I worked in the liquor industry with a distributor, and I learned about barrel picks. I didn't even know what they were. I mean, less than 3 years ago, I was like, if you would have said a pick, I'm like, pick what? I don't know. And so then moving into the distillery, or moving into the distribution and owning a bar. And then I had the opportunity, then people were offering options for picks, and I got a pick opportunity that turned into a really crappy pick opportunity that kind of screwed me over with the people I was picking with, and with the distribution company that I'm not even going to talk about. And that really wasn't even a pick for me, because I was outvoted and I felt like I was just the other part of the investment. So I don't even count that. But after that, it was more like that. I think Circle City might have been my next one, or my first one with Tipsy, I think. Is that right, Gillette? I think so. It was last minute. They had a spot open and they called me. And but I had been going to this liquor store and just been supporting them and talking about them, and people were going up there and looking for stuff and saying, Andy Joe has said that you might have this, or I was texting him and checking, or whatever that was, and putting more out there on social about what I was learning from my distribution job with what Penelope is and what I'm carrying and what I have and all of this stuff, and really learning about it and loving it. And what I've really learned is that it's just turned into support. How are you supporting the pick teams? I'm not buying barrels. So other than with the club, other than that, any kind of investment opportunity would have been really the club pick that we just did. But everything else was about support. And I think what pick teams like about me is that I'm a different demographic a lot of times too. I will tell you what I think, and I'm asking questions that traditional bourbon people and that are doing picks all the time aren't asking, and I'm not afraid to ask them. And I
think that's the key. You're not afraid to ask them.
Yeah.
You ask the questions that I want to ask, but I don't want to.
You don't want to feel like, why would he ask that? Yeah. I actually have kind of embraced that space. I literally just got a handle called Andy Joe Straight Up about maybe I should like create this space for people that aren't afraid to like be authentic and like ask these questions. But like, it's been a big thing. So like when I was a part of a nonprofit, I was helping with this nonprofit thing, and I went to Tipsy and said, hey, I have a $600 budget and I need 5 bottles and I need them for a thing. And you tell me what they are. I'm going to spend my money here. And you just tell me what to buy. What do you want me to buy? What do you think is great? And literally today I had a friend that said, hey, my 15-year anniversary is next week. I want to get a 15-year bourbon. Do you know who I can get one from? I texted Tipsy and said, hey, do you have 15-year? She went up and bought a $400 Pit Master 15-year. And that's what he appreciates. I'm selling those bottles and helping him with that and supporting him and sharing. And every time I do something, I do a video. So it's really just, it's about community and support. And now with my knowledge, in less than 3 years, I work for a big entertainment group that has 8 concepts in town. He is the biggest liquor account in Fort Wayne, and he was allocated a Buffalo Trace barrel. So he has said he wants to go and I'm going, and then I pretty much get to pick whoever else gets to go on that pick and be on our big team. And now we'll only, with more concepts, develop more barrels. And so it's cool to see like what that looks like. The last thing that I want to do that I see people do is beg to be on a pick team just to say they went on a pick. Like if it's a hazmat pick team, there is no reason for me to be on that. Absolutely not. You know, like there is no reason for me to be on there because I'm going to hate everything they're trying. I can already tell you, I don't want that barrel. But being authentic is what it's about. I think the people that are like try to work their way into a pick team just to say they did so many picks or just to say that they were on that barrel, like my name isn't on the bottle. Why do I care? You know? So I think it's cool. It's cool. And there's a obstacle with being a female in bourbon that I think that I've kind of like broken through that space, but it's been really fun. And as much as I give Ben Gillette hell, he's like my little big brother that like I'm
little big brother
poke at all the time. But like
she does that. I'll tell you.
I do. But like I've learned a lot from him. When we went on a couple picks, I remember the first Circle City pick, I said, don't say anything about what you're tasting until I get a chance to say something. Quiet. And because I was influenced in that way of like, okay, what am I trying and what am I tasting and whatever. And so I tried to stay back, like, do not tell me what it is, because I want to make my own opinion and just kind of develop my own palate and opinions that way. So so as much as Gillette I give him a hard time and he gives me a hard time, it's been really a cool opportunity for that, you know, and being able to.
It's the best when the new people get to speak first, because even though they feel like they're being put on the spot, and I hate that for them, it is cool to hear what they come up with before the influence.
100% agree.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And women are a little bit more valued in the whiskeys and bourbon space because we apparently have better palates and we can pick out flavors a little better and pick out smells a little bit better than men can. And so a lot of times
because we're smarter.
A lot of times that becomes a plus for us. And so it's important to be honest about those things. But like we went to a Detling pick, and we were with Brutally Honest for his Detling 500 pick. And do you know that the Detling 500, he probably wouldn't have picked the Detling 500 if Harold and I hadn't have stood up and said, you know, I understand why you like this other one over here, but I really think you should give this one a shot. And when they blinded it with everybody picked that one blind because it had time to open up. But you know, and it's just sometimes you just got to stick that little thing in there and let people know, and then do a blind and see what happens.
Stay to your guns and keep going what you believe. If you believe in it, believe in it. I mean, just speak your words.
One of the coolest things for me is then when, like, for instance, at Hard Truth, I knew that I was tasting Amarana, but I was afraid to say it out loud because I know that people think it's such a strong thing, and I said it quietly, and when I could tell by looking at whatever his name was, that he was like, didn't want to tell me, but that I was right. And I was like, I picked it out and no one told me. It felt like such a cool moment because I have worked really hard to like taste things and try it and feel it. That's something that well, stop yelling, dog. That's something that I really like about Larrikin is like when we go there, everything is so special that it is a really cool opportunity to really I've really learned a lot from their lineup and why I have more bottles of theirs than anybody else because I can go through them and it's really fun to be able to pull those tasting notes out and actually be realistic about what they are. And I think that he's doing something in his winemaking background and everything else that it is really fun to just kind of like test yourself almost and try those. And they're all different. Even when we're on a pick team, that lineup has been a really cool learning experience, I think. So
Especially if you can't tell 4 from 5.
Definitely not. No.
3 and 4.
3 and 4.
When
I
you're
already
talking-
know what it is.
When you're talking about women having better taste in the whiskey space,
And in everything.
well, of course, so humble too.
Of course.
But it's so I actually have
Chris.
I have a friend who's a female distiller, and this is her theory. And it's weird because I don't know if it's a sexist thing that she said it, so it's interesting, and so it's not from me, okay? But she said that she feels that women tend to have a better palate just because of growing up cooking more and having more experience food-wise, kitchen, and I don't.
Oh, that's not the case for me.
Well, I'm just saying that I don't know how accurate that is, but that was her opinion of it, and it kind of makes sense a little bit at times because I go with some weird notes and I just pull from my own personal knowledge and life experiences, and so there are people who, especially when those have people who have like culinary backgrounds, they tend to do amazingly great with
Totally.
just because they have that bank of knowledge of being able to pull specific notes out. People who work in the food industry, people who are chefs, people who are around that, or even those people who travel more and have a broader experience of foods. I tend to have a better palate when they can identify certain aspects. Now, does that mean everyone can understand what that is? Absolutely not. Right. I described a whiskey as chocolate karate once, and it makes perfect sense to me.
Chocolate karate.
Exactly.
Wow. Here's also what I've learned is you can say anything, and it can be a flavor note, a tasting note.
No.
Yes.
No.
I don't know. I don't know
if I agree with that, but I will say that I really think that if you think about our hormones.
I said chocolate karate.
I can imagine
not high karate.
Yeah, not high karate. Chocolate karate. But when we're pregnant and things, our taste buds go crazy.
Ashley, hold on. I think
our hormones have it.
I also earlier today described that the Bourbon and Balls Old Rick pick. I was trying to describe it to someone, and I said this is a very complex but light whiskey. I said it's almost like it slaps you across the face, but it asks for consent first, and that's a great description.
Yeah,
I know what that means.
Because
hey, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you some props on that, Chris Blankenship. So we were doing the pick for this Crittenden's, right? So the Crittenden's bottle, the big pick. If you don't have it, by the way, on your bottom left corner, I'm reversed here. Bottom corner, it will tell you go to bigbottleshop.com, get yourself this Crittenden's 8-year big pick weeded, and I will tell you, yes, it's delicious. I have finished my first bottle. I don't know the last time I did a bottle kill because I've drank so many bottles, but this one's about dead.
Yeah.
But what I want to give Chris some props on is not necessarily this bottle, but the first 4 that we had ahead of it. He pulls out this like honeysuckle note on a bottle that I knew I was tasting something that tasted like spring, but I couldn't put the words to it. And as soon as he said it, it just opened up. It was like so delicious. It had all these botanical notes, and he's like honeysuckle. I'm like, that's it. That's what it is. Like, yeah, Chris, talk about that.
Yeah,
he always has the best descriptions.
Oh, I mean, I absolutely love it. I always look to Chris and go, all right, tell me what you're tasting and everything, because it was like I was 3 years old. I was walking in a creek and I found this rock.
Yes.
It looked different than everywhere else, so I licked it, and it tastes something like that.
Yeah.
So Chris was licking the frogs. Go ahead, Chris.
Not the frog, not
Here's
the
the thing
frogs,
is though,
the
like
rocks.
you can't
Well,
say he's wrong.
If you
No,
I'm
Nobody's
not
licked that
saying he's
rock.
wrong. It's awesome.
The difference. So the difference comes in. The difference comes in like what, because it's those personal experiences. It is your background and your history, right? So when I was a kid, I'd go out at my grandparents' house and drive a golf cart in the woods all day and pick honeysuckles and eat them. And so when I was down there at Crittenton's, that was a note that I had to go back and search in the memory file to just figure out what that was, because it was kind of vegetal, but it was sweet. So then I have to like try to reference all vegetal things. Okay, what vegetals are sweet? And then what's just sweet that's natural? And then what plant might be sweet? And then, okay, maybe it's a flower. Does it remind me of like a certain kind of flower? Or is it one of those weird flowers that's like a perfume flower? Or did he lick the toad? I licked the rock.
Toad. It was the
It's
toad.
not the toad, it was the rock.
Both. The answer is both.
Well, I know a rock I've done
But which one
before,
first?
but I don't know about the toad. Toads freak me out sometimes. But it's like it's just going back. The first time I ever had a peated scotch, it was I had been watching something, and it was the Whiskey Vault or Whiskey Tribe, and they had different distillers in that they respected, and they were like, bring a bottle that you feel changed your perspective on whiskey or distilling, and a lot of them brought the Ardbeg Ugadal. And I was like, okay, well, they like it, so I'll try it. I've never had scotch before. So I went all in straight to there. And it literally was just like, it is that experience like Harold was talking about. That was, I would smell it and taste it. And it was like taking it back to when I was a kid, and it was winter, and it was like my granddad's garage where he had a coal fire stove. And it was the smell of burning coal in winter. That's what it reminded me of.
That's one of the great things about bourbon and whiskey in general, that it can bring back memories that you just don't remember. And then all of a sudden it pops in your head. Like, I remember sitting by a campfire out when we were camping with my granddaddy and stuff. And like that smell or that taste just pops in your mind and your brain. You're like, wow, what a great memory.
Or something something you've never thought of in 30 or 40 years, and it just pops back. The first time I tried that Ardbeg, Mercurochrome, they haven't made that since like the 70s, and I wasn't even born in the 70s. But like, it was Mercurochrome, because my grandmother still Mercurochrome methylate.
Yes.
And she had some, and that's when I would fall as a kid. They just put it on there. And that
stuff was to make you tougher, because you never told you had a cut or anything, because they walked around and tried to put it on you all the time.
It hurt way worse. Charlie hates scotch.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm not a scotch fan, because heated equals dirt as far as I'm concerned.
But it was just interesting because, like I said, those instant, and so it's weird because there are certain whiskeys and certain spirits that pull an instant switch. Like, it just flips that switch and there it is. It comes back full force, right?
Oh yeah.
And then there are other things where you kind of have to dig for it a little bit. So, like Ben was going there trying to figure out what kind of sweet vegetal thing or sweet citrusy floral thing he had. And that it's the beauty of that, with being able to be in a group of people who have so many different experiences and so many different schemas and life stories, so that they can go through and contribute to each other, where they then can trigger each other in like the best way possible.
Yeah.
So, because you can, it's not because it's weird. So I'm always afraid with whiskey, like newer whiskey drinkers, to suggest things, because I'm afraid I'll guide them. But when I'm around experienced whiskey drinkers and spirits drinkers, I don't care one bit to say something weird, because it's not necessarily a guide or suggesting it to them. It's like
it's just sharing.
It's sharing, and it's a conversation where like it's this simpatico sort of thing where like you have, I don't know, spirit brain, where you're trying to decipher the same code and everybody has part of the message separately.
Plus, I just say weird things automatically anyway.
Yeah,
This is true.
And
So-
then you have,
So-
and then
so
when
hold on,
Andy,
we've been
listen, but
drinking-
hold on, but then when Andy Joe pours a glass this big, everybody says stuff weird, right?
So when
So, hey, we've been drinking some different bourbons here for an hour and 34 minutes.
You're welcome.
If you have that big pick with you, I'll go back to it right now. The Crittenden's 8-year weeded, and I want you to taste it. And I want to see if you guys get what I get on this. This has happened 3 times now, where later in the night, the apple just comes out of it.
I was gonna say like,
Other whiskey.
to me, I was just thinking about it. It tastes like cherry Coke to me, like something kind of like snappy, but still kind of like dark. And
I'm with Andy Joe on that one.
But
I don't get as much apple as I do like cherry Coke.
I'm not really sure what a
It's like a
vegetal
fullness.
is, but
Yes.
I still get
initially,
Rolos after
when-
the chocolate's gone.
yeah, initially
Caramel.
on that first
Yep.
few sips, man, the apple was just so there, and then it dissipated for me on the cut above, and there was more baking spices coming in, and then I get it. It kind of goes to a cherry Coke kind of thing.
To me, the bacon spice hits in the mid to back
Yeah.
palate. And then you get the little tang and then you get the little numbness on your lips with it, usually because of the proof. But I
Yeah.
always get that hint of apple and just a caramel bomb. And then, like Ben was saying, it kind of almost tastes like apple pie to a degree toward the end of the night.
do you know what was so interesting, Harold? Like, as much as I joke about it, sitting next to you with during the pick is like learning how to
During what pick?
dissect
Tell us about this pick. What pick?
whatever one me and Harold were on. You weren't on.
What was it?
We did a hard truth pick just like a
hard
couple
truth
weeks
pick.
ago.
Yeah.
And
That makes
I
sense.
went in with Harold and Fred Mosenter, who I'm the president of his fan club, and Sandy Jones and Bill.
Joe was there.
What?
And Joe.
And Joe Tucker.
Joe Tucker.
Joe,
And Sandy Jones.
Joe Tucker.
Yep.
Joe Tucker. I
And
love
it
Joe
was
Tucker.
that was a really diverse group. I thought was really good. I thought.
Mhm.
And what was really interesting, what was so like you guys all, everybody does it different. Everyone takes their notes differently. They like I literally wrote on my Glencairn or on my glasses because I didn't want to forget which ones were mine and whatever. And I don't ever want to look at anybody else's and whatever. But listening to you, Harold, for me is like I'm just finally pulling out tasting notes. I'm getting more being more patient about what I'm tasting on every time I'm tasting something or whatever, really thinking about it and just like not reacting right away. And for me, it was like watching you do it and listening to you do it and learning. Like I'm still like I don't know what mid palate is. The middle of your tongue, I don't know, or whatever, and that kind of thing. But listening, you just do it in such a relatable way that I learned a lot from you listening to it, even though we didn't agree on our final pick. For me, it was
that
more
doesn't matter.
about
That's
100%. But learning like what your process was really interesting because everybody does it differently. It was really cool. It was really cool.
Yeah, and we had just gotten done with helping a store. Our friends that own a store, they had done 12 barrel picks in 4 days. So
You talking about getting whiskey fatigued when you're at that last one and everybody wanted to kill each other and we were just ready to whatever hell barrel you put out here. Well, all right, whatever. We're ready.
That one works. Yeah. But
I can't
also,
believe you
there's
remember
something
it. 12
too,
in 4
like
days.
Yeah.
12 in 4 days. It was
oh my gosh, I would
massive.
never.
It was crazy.
At some point, I'd be like, they all taste the same. Who knows? You know what's been interesting too? So I have been carnivore since January, and that has really let me. It's almost like because I miss all that sugar and I miss all those fruits and stuff that it's when I'm because I don't eat vegetables or fruit or any of that stuff.
It's enhanced.
When I'm tasting it, it's like my body's like, oh, what's that? Oh, I find that. Oh, there it is, or whatever. It's like that stuff. That, Lucas, I know you're on the same journey. So, did you experience that too?
Oh yeah, it was almost like the flavors went from being flat to like dimensional. Because you're like, I remember that, and it's like, oh, there's some apple, there's some.
It's almost
there's
like it's a trigger because then I'm like, I need one.
Oh,
I need some cherry ice cream right now, or whatever that is. But I just felt like I was able to be more distinctive about those, especially those like fruit notes or any of those like sugar notes, because I wasn't intaking that all the time.
When you've been, when you're on carnivore, like it's beef.
Yeah.
Like in the simplest, it's beef, water, salt.
Right.
And that's, when you get those hints come on so much stronger.
It's like being a addict and like getting just a taste of it. And you're like, I know what that is. Like, really, it just has really helped me develop my palate for tasting and finding that stuff. It's been really cool, actually.
Yeah.
So.
Brian Hauser in the house.
Oh, I hadn't heard from him in a while.
We need to throw him on the stage one night if he'll do it.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you're a big member, let us know if you want to come on the stage on one of these Whiskey Wednesday. We'd love to
put
have
it in
you.
the chat. Put it in the chat.
Yeah, or just message myself, Lucas, Harold, Andy, Joe. We'll get you on, and we'd love to have you on. It's great to have more perspective on the live stream. If you're not a member of the Big Bourbon Club, join. Hey, that's right. I'm on mirror here. It's over here.
It's above me.
There.
This is very Brady Bunch. Mine's right there.
Corner. That's right. I can't figure this out. It's somewhere up there. Join the Big Bourbon Club.
I joined in December as a free member, and the first event was bonkers.
Mm-hmm. And you upgraded in the parking lot, didn't you?
I upgraded in the parking lot.
He's like, here's a trunk pour and take my money.
Yeah.
I think he hit submit while we were drinking John Runk's trunk pours.
Yeah, he was at Glens Creek. I upgraded at Glens Creek, but you don't. If you join, you're one of us.
Yeah,
you don't have to pay anything. So this week I've been talking to everybody. Hey, like try this Silver Springs because I've got a bunch of Silver Springs. Try this Crittenden's. That's why it's gone. But you don't have to pay anything to get the benefits.
Well, nobody's doing events like this, not in a club perspective.
The benefits come in when you go to the events and stuff like that. You get discounts and you get different stuff like that. And if you get
magic.
Yeah, the magic. But as we tell everybody about it at first, join the free version. If it's beneficial to you, go up. If not, you can stay in the free version. We're not going to kick you out for being free. We're family. As soon as you push the button, you join in. You're family after that, and we'll pull you in as much as you want. So this club is all about as much as you put in there, as much as you're going to get out of it. And I think that was a Steveism, wasn't it?
Yep. Well, and I'll tell you, when I joined, I didn't know what I was getting into. I was referred in by a member that was looking to take advantage of. If I pay a little, I want to get a lot. And with the Big Bourbon Club, you can pay nothing and get a lot. You can pay a little and get a whole lot. But what I like about it is my mantra in life is my friends are my friends' friends. Like I bring them all along and I just mix them all up together and see what's going to happen, like pouring a bunch of different whiskeys into a blend. And I will tell you, we all have so much fun together. And I have met friends of friends that are now lifelong friends. And I have introduced friends to friends that are lifelong friends. Harold and Ashley were out at Jack Daniels and they ran into a friend of mine named Ross. That's their friend. And they're sending me pictures telling me I'm missing out and I missed out and I should have been there. And I'm like, I should have been there. You're right. I just, as much as I'm jealous, I love the fact that they're now your friends. It's a family. Once you're in, you're in.
Ross, thank you.
Yes.
And Joe Namath here at Throws, so the hot items at people's calves and they melt in the shoe.
Yeah,
that's a whole inside story.
Oh,
he's burning my calf.
You burning my calf.
His calf was melting all day long.
So, Ben, I just fresh cracked the Crittenden's pick because.
All right, what are you getting, Chris? Walk us through it.
We've already told him he's getting chocolate karate.
No, different bottle. So, Do you guys remember the Mr. Scent markers, the smelly markers?
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. We licked a rock. Go ahead.
No. There's
It was before vapes.
There's a green apple Mr. Scent.
I
on
get
the
that.
note. So
I can see that.
it's like, so it's kind of, I don't know what the note is, but it's like a marker or Sharpie, but definitely not in a bad way. It's whatever that I don't know what that note is, but it's there sometimes, and I love it. When done well, it's glorious.
It's if you just do a couple quick sniffs of the
just
Mr.
like
Scent and not like stick it up your nose.
No, you're not like inhaling it. Like you're not. This is not
You're
sticking
wafting.
it up your nose hole. This is when
you're
going.
wafting instead of.
Yeah, you just get kind of that. It's that light green apple with like a bit of marker that's in there, but not Sharpie.
The marker would be the alcohol.
Yeah, but no, there's a different one too. Because I've had bottles that literally are like
you thought
a
he was
dry
gonna say,
erase
"Oh,
marker.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, no, but I've had there is like a marker note sometimes that lives outside of the alcohol, but it's like a dry erase marker. Listen, as an educator, there's a dry erase marker. There's off-brand dry erase marker. There's Sharpie. There's cheap Sharpie. There's chunky Sharpie. And there's that's a whole different one too. Yeah. But like all this stuff, there's the wet erase markers, and they all have different smells. Okay.
Vis-a-vis. Even vis-a-vis.
Yeah, the vis-a-vis, exactly. Yep.
Yes.
So
I hear you.
It's there.
Vis-a-vis smells like fish, like fish oil.
Yeah.
So, but when I'm moving around the glass, I get on the top edge. On the top edge is where I get that kind of green apple Mr. Scent marker.
So I will say this: whether you agree or disagree with Chris, go buy this pick and see this, and then in future weeks, send us all your hate or all your love for Chris Blankenship's tasting notes, and we'll make sure they get to them.
But see, then on the palate, on the palate, I'll go.
Okay,
this one
whoa, hold on. So the green scented marker is just on the nose.
Just on the nose.
On the nose.
That's the nose.
That's just the nose.
I'm just trying to
now.
I'm
the green Mr. Scent was a line.
Now the palate goes somehow. If you were to mash up one of the apple turnovers made with Mountain Dew in a brownie.
Goodbye.
Oh yeah.
Never thought about it that way. Yeah.
Well, so it's got a very subtle apple anyway. Yes.
It's have you ever had like the redneck apple turnovers that they make with Mountain Dew?
Yeah, it's not like a knock you in the face apple. Yeah. It's like a baked apple.
Yeah, it's like a baked apple that's slightly sweet and sugary and a little bit of tart. But then you move it into like the crispy burnt edges of a brownie.
On this cut above, I found so many complex flavors as I sat with it because it was a fresh pop for me. I did it right on camera for the Whiskey Granny, and I was just blown away by the multiple different flavors, aromas, and flavors that came across.
Yeah, for an 8-year whiskey aged in Mississippi, like I was expecting to get unconsensually slapped across the face, and it definitely doesn't.
That's a surprise sometimes.
But like because I mean that like Texas whiskey, Alabama whiskey, Mississippi whiskey, all that heat, it can hit you. It ages differently. It ages differently, and so when you say 8-year. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but like this does not hit you at all. Like it's very full, but very delicate at the same time somehow.
Right.
He said right.
That first taste that hits your mouth is quintessential bourbon. And then it's subtle.
Patrick, listen, send me a message. I'll get you the redneck apple turnover recipe.
Well, I want to.
Patrick.
If he can, I can help you.
Yeah.
Our next live is going to be cooking with Chris.
I need that film and my wife make it.
They're really good.
Yes, slow water reduction is it's the whole maturation process in the South with the humidity and the heat is completely different from what happens in Kentucky. And that is never proven more clearly than with Detling and with Crittenden's. Those two brands right there, I mean, flat out and simple, are completely different. And they are matured less time than what you
They're the two that are doing it right in the South down here.
Milo and Green.
Milo and Green, I mean, they do a great job in Texas right now.
They did an experiment.
But, we'll should have Matt. Matt's going to be on here with us in
Harold, tell us about that.
So September 9th, Matt's going to join us here in the little group here and going to walk us through his process and talk about his products. That'd probably take 2 hours because he's got about 40 different products that he puts on different shelves and everything. So, but he is an interesting guy. He's actually a lawyer by degree, by trade, and decided to be a whiskey maker. And he's done it right. He started out doing kill shine at first to pay the bills, and then because he wouldn't sell anything until it got right. And then he's doing some really good stuff down there now.
It's all his juice, nothing sourced.
So Charlie asked if we were doing this every Wednesday at 8. Yeah, we have decided that we have to keep up with those guys at Bourbon and Balls. They're doing like twice a week now, and they're making us look bad because our content is like once a month. We can't keep up with those guys like they're doing. And how awesome, by the way, I'm going to sing on some praise on Charlie, Chad, and Jeff, because the fact that they have started bringing in these athletes and these writers of sports and these sports people, like it is so interesting to listen to those and watch those and be a part of those. We can't hold a candle to those Bourbon and Balls guys, but we're going to try. So yes, Wednesdays, we hope to have conversation in front of you. We hope that some of you will join the Big Bourbon Club and then come join us on this live stage. And basically, who needs TikTok? Let's do it right here on YouTube, and we'll do it Bourbon TikTok style right here on YouTube.
Listen, I can tell you that Jeff and Chad and Charlie are bringing the balls to Bourbon and Balls.
They certainly are.
They're bringing them.
Especially from the person that's high praise coming from the sports ball guy over there.
Yeah, I had to when they had who is that one guy, the pickle what's the guy
Pickens.
Pickens, there we go, the Pickens guy. Carl Pickens, there we go.
Excellent episode.
Yeah,
yes,
I had to do a super chat that said, I want to apologize for knowing literally nothing about this portion of the content. And I held my tongue because I didn't want to insult this man, because I'm sure he would have been insulted by some of the idiocracy I would have said. So
no, I absolutely love that.
That's what I love about it. I don't know sports. I'm learning from Bourbon and Balls and drinking bourbon at the same time, which is a win.
Well, also check out their barrel picks, because they just had a Circle City Syrah that finished that just sold out completely just right away.
No, I tell you what, their
Cedarbrook,
this Cedarbrook
is
their Cedarbrook pick
out of the world.
I absolutely love this thing.
Yeah.
that one might still be available. Actually, I can't remember.
Those guys get special McBurr bottles. They don't have to pick from the bottom shelf like the rest of us. Those Bourbon and Balls guys get like top shelf treatment over there.
Between that and Cold Pick, I mean, I think they've got the real end in Cold Pick.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, we're working with Cold Pick too.
Special.
I was friends with Cold Pick first now. I was friends with Cold Pick first.
Hey, I think Charlie just said the Cedarbrook pick is still available.
How can we order that?
That one I would definitely go get. That's probably one of the best. I mean, it is absolutely phenomenal pick.
100%. And their Cold Pick, actually, the proceeds from the Cold Pick goes to breast cancer awareness. With October coming up, with Breast Cancer Awareness Month, always keep that in mind. They're always going to do some things with Cold Pick. We're planning on doing some things with Cold Pick. They support breast cancer awareness, hands down, because the owner of Cold Pick, his wife passed away from metastatic breast cancer. So he wants to make sure that nobody else has that happen, if at all possible. they're coming up with a whole facility and everything where they can test for metastatic, which is harder to test for, and a lot of times insurance doesn't cover. So keep a watch out for everything that Colpick's doing because they have got some really good stuff.
They're definitely a
Brian,
big
we
up and
love
coming.
you. We need to get you on this stage.
Here's the
Yeah,
thing.
hi Brian.
With Colpick, when can we have an event there? Because they have Highland cows. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm working on that for
They
next
have
year.
everything.
They
Working
Who
have
on
cares
I-
about their bourbon? Who
Oh
cares?
no, you'll care.
You'll
have
care
high-
about the
they
I've
have-
had it. I've had it.
You'll
I
have
like it. I
high-
have
they,
a bottle.
They have
I want
Highland
that toasted.
cows. They have Highland cows. They have
What I just
bison. They have elk.
50
They
cows.
have a whole
That's
bunch
called
of
buffalo
rabbit-
for you normal people.
buffalo, and as Charlie says, October 17th, an evening of fundraising live stream at Colpick. Actually, too.
Yes, that's
For the
coming. I
residents
didn't know if we need to announce that
October?
yet. But
I forgot to
October,
ask Jeff about the date.
October
Do you have that
17th is going to
event?
be a huge
Blankenship, can you send me
fundraising
that
live
event
stream.
info?
I got you. Oh, and if anyone happens to be near, is it Champaign, Illinois? There's apparently a mom and Champaign, Illinois. There's a mom and pop shop that has some of the old Rick picks. Same
Oh,
barrel.
really?
Yeah. So in one of the discords I'm in, this guy posted just a shelf to show, and I zoomed in to show Charlie. I said, "Man, you've got me hooked. I keep checking on all these now." And he goes, "Where is that? That's our barrel." So I think a
Yeah,
few
this is
few
their barrel
bottles,
right here.
a few bottles of
Charlie
that may have
gets
gone
the
out to
front and
this
center over here.
Front and center, Colonel Charlie.
Colonel E.H. Gillespie.
Yep.
All right. Hey, there's 14 people in this live, and we've been as high as 22. Why do we only have one like? We must suck.
11.
Smash
I
that
put
like
Hey, I
button.
put the
like-
like
I think it was
up.
me.
It's you, Joan.
I did. I put the like up.
Smash that like button. Come on.
There's 21 likes now. You had to refresh.
There you
There's
go.
Yeah, you gotta
16
refresh.
on
The
YouTube.
camera, you know.
I just know if you
Makes you think
refresh.
it's
I just saw there's 21 likes.
Okay, maybe it's
That's
not
awesome.
populating correctly in StreamYard
Yeah,
world.
I think the so even I have a YouTube separate window open, and so even on
Me too.
YouTube the chat's live, but the likes didn't refresh oddly enough.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All right, so let's wrap it up because people are probably getting ready for bed. It's nearly 10 o'clock.
They're grown.
So I want to go
ups. They
around
can
the
leave.
horn, either share your favorite bottle of the week or share what you're looking forward to as far as an upcoming release or anything else you want to do. Blankenship, bring us home.
So I started the evening with a Detrick. This is Bell of Dayton Distillery. I don't know if anybody knows of that very well. It is a 5 grain, because I never can remember. It's a 5 grain corn, oats, rye, wheat, and malted barley. It's very good.
Sounds
It's
good.
a little sleeper distillery up in Dayton, Ohio. It's really good. It's kind of one of those when you find out and you like it, you really like it. Their bourbon is my favorite.
I'm
But
glad
I
you
actually
shared
just
that. I'll
got
be
that
in
one.
Dayton tomorrow.
Oh, dude,
All right,
absolutely, dude. Stop by and grab one. Their rye is good. Their bourbon is fantastic.
So what's the
So
distillery
you got
called
some
again?
contacts there?
I do actually, yeah.
So
Bell
you
of
need to
Dayton.
share some contacts, and maybe we can talk to them, and maybe
Yeah.
And
Pull 'em
just
in.
look at that label. It's beautiful.
it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like with the
Oh, it
gold
is.
and the blue.
It reminds me of the JW Dant label, kind of.
Right?
Yeah, it does.
Dude, like it's just a beautiful bottle.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Bell of Dayton is the distillery, and it's
Bell of Dayton.
Detrick, Detrick. Fine.
I bet you our
Wisconsin.
guy Chris Tobin knows something about that. I'm gonna
Oh,
ask
so
him.
Chris
Yeah.
Tobin knows something about everything, and he just gatekeeps it all.
Andy
Well,
Joe,
until
bring
he's
us on.
like-
What you got?
Andy Joe, this Chris doesn't gatekeep anything. You just have to ask.
I know.
That's right.
I just don't know. You just have a wealth of knowledge about scented markers. I didn't even know you knew.
Oh, listen, as in 20 years in education, you pick up on those things.
Yeah. I could give you a cowboy boot reference, clearly, but not a scented marker reference.
Andy Joe, something you're looking forward to, something that you drank this week. What do you got?
I am looking forward now. I'm looking forward to going to that, grabbing that short barrel off Todd's shelf and taking care of that honey barrel. And really, honestly, like I haven't had a great opportunity to just neat pour. My husband's a lineman. He's been on storm for 2 weeks, helping in Chicago and stuff like that. And so being able to just sit down and just enjoy some of my favorite bottles with some of my favorite people has been really great. So I'm now looking forward to next Wednesday, and I'll be more prepared.
Beautiful. Joan, Whiskey Granny.
Hey, yeah. So I got myself like 3 stags in a row: the 25D, 26A, and the 26B. So I'd taken some of the 26A along last week, and I tasted them all 3 to side by side. But and the 26B didn't seem to be my favorite. But man, when I tasted it last week, I was like, hey, there's something different about this, and I really do enjoy it. So it's been the Stag 26B.
Are you going to do an episode of the Whiskey Granny on those?
Actually, yeah, I have one. I have one in the can, so hopefully I can get it edited and up on the Whiskey Granny. Yep.
Where can we watch the Whiskey Granny besides the Big Bourbon Club?
Well, hey, it is on YouTube. You just look up the Whiskey Granny on YouTube. I upload on Spotify. It goes out on Apple Podcasts as a podcast. So both listening and video.
Glad to have you. We love you, Joan.
Oh man, thank you, Ben, so much. Appreciate y'all.
Lucas,
McAdory,
unmute that.
Everybody.
Absolutely, Lucas, unmute that sharper image. Let's hear from you.
Hey, I'll be back in the bourbon basement next week. This week I've been all about that Silver Spring Sweet Rye. They're ridiculously good, ridiculously well priced. It should be a $80, $90 bottle, and they're half that. Coming to you live from Oklahoma City, on the road again, as I always am. I just can't wait to be back home and see y'all again.
I can't wait to see you again too, buddy.
Lucas's stream brought to you by Radio Shack and Air Mall 1998.
This is a iPhone 14 Pro Max, sir.
Same 1988 components.
Yep.
27.
It's not the phone; it's the
circa.
operator.
What's the stand? Where'd you get the stand?
It is 2 nicotine pouch cans, sir.
I thought you were going to say it was the stand was brought to you by Silver Springs.
I'm going to download some 56K sound bites for every time Lucas talks.
Right.
He
has to record it on a CD and play it back.
We need to get Lucas a pop socket.
Yeah.
Lucas, just fax in your report words, okay? Just fax it into us. Fax it.
I'll have a TPS report in the front.
I just love me a little brother named
don't forget the
Lucas
cover sheet.
that we can just noogie all day, and he keeps coming back.
Absolutely.
All right, Harold and Ashley, bring us home.
Bottle right now.
Killed this one.
We killed our pick, so looks like we got to go open another one. So, but look, what we're looking forward to is we're heading to Bruzel Fest. We're actually we're going to go down and spend some time with Josh from Spillway. He's hooking us up and going to be taking care of us. And we love that guy to death. He's such a generous guy and does a lot for us. And we've been on a few picks with him. And you talking about a fun guy to do a pick with? It's hilarious. And they're doing a lot of stuff with old Dominic and going to be doing a new rooster run coming up. So look out for that, especially in Florida. But any big members are going to be down at Bruzel Fest. Basically, look out for us. We'll be down there. We might even have something for you if you come and find us.
Go find them. You want to find out what they got.
Yeah, you want to find out what we've got. We've got something really cool.
Ashley, what are you looking forward to?
Same thing. I'm looking forward to Bruzel Fest this weekend. We're going to have a great time. Just everything going on. I'm looking forward to the new honey cask from Four Roses. I'm hoping to find that whenever it does come out. So we'll see what that is. We got the Mizunara. I haven't had a chance to crack it yet, but that's going to be one that I'm looking for is the honey cask.
Hey, lady.
My
We
twin.
got a celebrity guest down there.
Yeah.
Twin.
Yeah. So
All right, guys. Well, hey, I did a blind tonight while we were all talking of 2 larcenies, tale of 2 larcenies. This one right here, I got like a dill note pickle on it, like a tang. And this one was like a nice, soft cinnamon. These are both picks from the guy that's organizing the Fort Wayne Bourbon Fest. So I can't wait to tell him which one I like better. But yeah, you know, some people like to hate on larceny. I actually enjoy larceny. I think it's pretty darn good.
Hey
I
Ben,
just
I
got
think
one.
Lucas wanted to say something.
Lucas, you got it, buddy.
Hey, any members going to KBF? Larrikin is doing a Manuka honey release.
Ooh.
So
Where's
if
that?
any members are down
KBF.
at
Yeah.
KBF and
I'm gonna have to talk
grab
to
that
Katie.
bottle,
We're going to talk to Katie
I'd
at
like
Bruzel
I'd like to
Fest.
try
I have to
some.
talk to Katie.
I'll
We need
take
to
one.
call.
I
have Andy
Lucas,
Drake on
Lucas,
Greg ahead of time.
Lucas,
I got
I definitely didn't know that, Lucas.
I mean,
I'm gonna text
we
Mike
heard about it
tomorrow.
a couple months ago, but
That's right, Andy Joe. See if we can
I
get
want to
get
at
some to
least
share.
get a little
I will.
sippy sip.
Guys,
Listen,
I had so much fun tonight.
I was going to say, just to follow up with Lucas, KBF, there's some dark art stuff coming there that's going to be crazy. Whitney's bringing some stuff from Coal Pick. Dave, I'm actually going to be working the Glens Creek booth at KBF and Bourbon on the Banks. And
I can't believe he's going to KBF. I mean,
Yeah.
I know.
important.
I know it's going to be so much fun and weird.
Hey, from now on, when you say working, I want you to go like this, Chris.
Yeah.
Well, no, so basically, no, for that one, honestly, I'll be pouring samples and selling bottles. And so, because
Okay.
That doesn't seem like
I'm
a
gonna be
job.
working.
Okay.
well, Dave basically
Okay.
said he doesn't want to deal with people that are dumb and
Oh,
answer stupid questions.
I actually believe that he said that.
I do
Yeah, that's
too.
right.
Yeah.
Did you get your roll of duct tape that you're going to have to put around his mouth?
Listen, I told him to go over there and kiss some babies and shake some hands and stuff, and so yeah,
He'll
it's
shake
okay.
the babies.
Or shake, kiss the
PowerPoint.
Kiss the hands,
yeah, there's
shake
the
the hands.
PowerPoints right on. Those are Dave's
All right,
famous
everybody.
PowerPoints. So anyway,
Be safe, drink right, don't drink responsibly, right? And everybody have a great night. Hope to see you
Bye, guys.
next week.
All right.
Night.
Later, guys.
See y'all.
See ya.
Bye.